On day 1, I spawned in as a baby warden spider. I watched as there were countless other spiders climbing around. Whoa, is this our spider colony?
Sure is, son. Soon you will learn to love this place. Your new home.
A large hole then formed in the middle of our home, and wither spiders started to swarm inside. The warden spiders tried putting up a fight, but with the wither spiders' deadly wither bites, they stood no chance. No! I then looked over and saw a large wither spider standing in the chaos.
The war between the Wither and Warden spiders has begun! We will expand our territory from the Nether and claim the overworld for ourselves!
I looked around and saw that most of my people had now been withered. It was killing them. No! My shout alerted Witherfang.
Oh, baby spider! Such a shame that you will live such a short life!
Witherfang spit out wither venom at me, but my dad jumped in the way just in time. Dad?
Bozo, run now!
Being the only warden spider that wasn't withered, I knew I had to leave.
Retrieve him! Now!
On day 2, I was crawling as fast as my 8 legs could. The wither spiders were right behind me and were closing in fast.
Get back here, Warden Spider!
Oh no, how am I supposed to lose them? To make things worse, I ran into a dead end that only led straight up. I guess I have to learn how to climb. Because I was a spider, this came as second nature to me. Look at me go. I was climbing up the wall, still needing to lose the spiders, until I reached a clearing. Thinking quickly, I hid behind some stone blocks, while the withers kept searching up ahead.
I think he went this way.
Phew, that was close. What's behind me? I slowly turned around, only to be face to face with a large, deadly snake. Uh-oh. On day 3, I was looking like snake food. Please, don't attack. My people, my father, they're in trouble.
You should have known better than to come here!
The snake bolted forward and started to attack me. I tried my best to dodge him, but he was extremely fast and strong. I had half a heart left. One more hit and I was done for. Right before the snake could deal his last strike, one of his babies jumped in the way.
Wait, Pops! He's just a baby, just like us. All he wants to be is with his family again.
I could tell the father snake was thinking until he said,
Fine, spider, or my child. I shall help you. I only know of the jungle spiders, though. So I shall take you there, and once I do, we are done.
Thank you. Suddenly, the wither spiders from before broke into the nest. Oh no! They began to charge in, but because of the snake, they stood no chance. With his fast movements and poisonous attacks, they were done for.
Come quick. We must go before more show up.
On day 4, the large snake brought me over to an entrance of a jungle. What am I supposed to do here?
Go forth from here. You'll find the others.
I listened to him and made my way through until I found a clearing that revealed a large, forgotten spider temple. Using my climbing abilities, I made my way up to the top. Okay, this was easy. Now what? Ouch! What happened? After a second glance, I realized I was now in front of the Earth Spider tribe. Don't panic, Fozo. Stay calm.
A warden spider? What are you doing in my realm?
My people were in trouble. The wither spiders took over our colony.
I was afraid this day would come.
I need your help. Please, help us.
Oh, young one. If you wish to access my help, you must prove yourself worthy.
Worthy? What does that mean? The Earth King started to attack me. He had a powerful ground slam, which gave him the upper hand. Oh no, I can't lose to this guy. I have to try. I charged in and bit the king on the face as hard as I could, which sent him back.
Bravo, bravo.
I then started to slowly lift in the air. What's happening? In a flash, I grew into an adult-sized warden spider. I gained 5 more hearts and now can shoot webs like the rest of my people.
I have given you my blessing. I just wanted to see if you had what it took to fight.
All of a sudden, another warden spider entered, looking weaker than ever. Oh my goodness. Are you okay?
The kingdom has fallen.
He died because of his wither effect, and I knew I had to go and find my dad before he met the same destiny. On day 5, I ran back towards my ancient city home. I entered a cave in hopes to find it, but on the way, I heard the sound of Dad?
Stay back!
You shall die!
I was about to charge in, but before I could reach them, the baby snake from before jumped in and started to help my father.
Stay away from him!
The snake had some guts, but I knew he needed some help. I ran in and started to fight the wither spider with him.
Son?
His attacks were strong, but since I was an adult now, he stood no chance. I used my webs and was able to get the wither spider stuck in place. Then bit him one last time and defeated him. What are you doing here?
After you talked to my father about becoming stronger and helping your people, it inspired me. I've been following you ever since, until now.
Huh, well if that's the case, it's good to have you on the team. My name's Fozo.
And I'm Slither.
Son, listen, you are the last chance in winning this war. Do you understand me? All other Warden spiders have been withered. All but you.
Yeah, Dad, but...
No buts, son. I can see you've grown stronger, and it looks like you have found the first of the 5 spider elders.
Elders?
Yes, each one you find will grant you a blessing that can give you incredible abilities like no other.
If I find all of them, then I can be strong enough to win the war against the wither spiders. I then brought my dad and Slither with me, and together we found a large web tree deep in the forest. It's time to build. On day 6, Slither and I worked together on making ourselves a safe space to stay. If we were gonna survive against these wither spiders, we had to have somewhere to call our home. I used my spider climbing abilities and web swinging to my advantage, which allowed me to collect webbing from the top of the tree. As a spider, I could walk on top of webs. So I made a nice web bridge across the nearby ocean so we could travel throughout the world easier. I promise, Dad, I will do what I can to make you better.
Thank you, son. You must now go and find the next spider elder, King Octa.
Where can I find him?
He is a good person. He resides far off on the shoreline, on an island called Spider Isles. Find him, then you will grow stronger.
On day 7, I followed my dad's instructions and was searching the shoreline. I looked out far into the ocean, not knowing how I was gonna get to my destination. Not all spiders can swim, and I knew I definitely couldn't.
Curse me, crew!
What is that? I looked over and saw a pirate punching a bunch of barrels. Are you okay?
Arr! Spider? Stay back or I'll carve ye eyes out!
I'm not gonna hurt you, dude.
Oh, well, I'm just here, sinking in me misery. My own crew betrayed me, took everything I've had, including my prized possessions.
I'm sorry to hear that. I looked over at his pirate ship and had an idea. Wait, I'm trying to reach Spider Isles. Can you take me there?
Oh, perhaps a favor for a favor. If you retrieve me dear items, my steering wheel, my lucky rotten apple, and my parrot feathers, I shall take ye on your quest.
Those are your lucky items? Okay, you know what? Deal. Now, where can I find your crew? On day 8, I followed the captain's directions until I reached a pirate pillager outpost on a beach. So, this is his crew?
The captain be a joke. He didn't see our thievery coming, boys.
Yep, these guys are a bunch of jerks. I was able to spot a chest in the outpost surrounded by a bunch of treasure. I'm guessing that's what I'm looking for. Knowing I couldn't take them all in a fight, I had to think smarter. That's when an idea sparked. I used my new web ability and shot out webs randomly throughout the nearby field. Perfect. All right, you got this, Fozo. Hey, you!
A beast. Kill it, boys. Yarr!
The pirates then all started to charge at me. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now! I jumped out of the way, causing the pirates to jump and all fall in my web trap. Take that, you losers!
Curse ye! When we get out, we'll kill you!
Yeah, I've heard that before. I then swung over to the treasure chest and saw all of the captain's items. Perfect. I walked back over to the captain and gave them all back to him.
Thank goodness. I don't know what I could have done without me lucky rotten apple. Let's go, Spider.
He then quickly put on the steering wheel of his ship and we sailed off. On day 9 to 10, the captain and I sailed out far until we reached Spider Isles. Yep, I'm pretty sure this is the place.
Good luck, Fozo. I'll be waiting here.
I split up with the captain and walked throughout the plains until I was met with a large kingdom. Whoa, I think this is the home of the Octas. I walked inside and quickly realized something was wrong. There were spiders, but they were in cages? That doesn't make sense.
Run.
Huh? As I was distracted, a scorpion jumped in and stung me from behind.
Ah! Scorpions have taken over the Octa kingdom. You are a trespasser here. You shall die.
The scorpion charged and kept trying to sting me. I tried to run away, but more started to come in. I was greatly outnumbered. Having to think fast, I used my web powers to form a web sphere around me. Okay, now what? The scorpions were trying to all break through. I guess the only way to go is down. I mined straight down just in time. Phew.
We will find you.
On days 11 to 12, I was mining straight down until I dropped into an underground tavern. What is this place? All of a sudden, I could see a group of Octa spiders hiding out.
A Warden spider? Here to see our downfall, are you?
No, of course not. I was here because I needed your help.
Well, I am afraid I cannot help you. I have my own kingdom to worry about. Those nasty scorpions came by, led by their queen, and took over everything me and my people have worked for. The Octas are no more.
Rumbling sounded off throughout the caves until a giant queen scorpion broke through the roof.
Ah, so this is where the Warden spider went. And look where he led me.
Oh no! They followed me. With no other choice, I charged in and started to fight the queen scorpion. Her poisonous attacks were extremely tough. Every time she'd hit me, I felt more and more out of it. But I knew I had to fight for these people. I shot my web, which made the scorpion stuck. Then, after countless bites, she was growing weak. The King Octa then rushed forward and bit her with a bite that looked very powerful. It killed the queen. Because of this, all the scorpions in the kingdom walked out and left. Whoa.
My goodness, a kingdom! We are back! Thank you, Fozo. Follow me. I think I know how I can help you.
On days 13 to 14, King Octa brought me over to his throne room. It was good to see his kingdom restored.
Because of your bravery and selflessness, I shall give you my blessing as a spider elder.
The Octa spider walked up to me and bit me. Ouch! What was that for? My body then began to change, and I gained 5 hearts. And my fangs gained a poisonous tip and grew larger in size. I have venomous bites now.
Precisely.
Do you think this will be powerful enough to fight those withers?
Not a chance, little one. The withers have a special wither attack that greatly weakens their prey. It's called the wither effect. Being their leader, Witherfang's wither effect is much more powerful. Any unlucky mob that is hit with Witherfang's attack will have the wither effect until they are dead.
There has to be a way I can stop it. My dad, he has it, and he's looking worse by the day.
Well, there is one way to stop it. You must kill Witherfang. Only then will all of his effects be removed.
Thank you, King Octa.
Go out to my nearest tree farm. There you will find a fruit. With it, hopefully you can slow down the effects that your father is experiencing. But hurry fast, Warden Spider. You don't have much time.
On days 15 to 16, I listened to the king and reached his nearest tree farm. I then looked forward and noticed the crystal fruit that the king was talking about. I thought I was gonna take it with ease, but I noticed that Captain Silverhook took it for himself. Hey, that's mine!
It looks like it's mine, laddie. I'm a pirate. What did you expect?
Out of frustration, I attacked the captain. We both started to fight each other. He pulled out a strong sword that did lots of damage to me. Knowing I started this fight out of pure rage, I decided to calm down. Enough! What can I do to get that fruit from you.
Well, Spider, me crew left me, so I don't really have anything to lose at this point.
Well, what if I gave you something? A home. A place where you can meet new people and maybe even a new crew. The pirate was thinking, and I could tell he liked the idea. He threw me over the fruit, and together we headed back to the ship to sail back home. On days 17 to 18, I made it back home with the captain. I quickly crawled in and found my dad lying in his bed.
Son.
Here, Dad, quick. Eat this. My dad did as followed. I will check on you in a bit, okay? I then went out and started to make Captain Silverhook his very own house. Since he was a pirate, I knew I had to make it ship-themed. With it, I made a nice web bridge that connected it to land.
Yar! This looks great, laddie. Thank you, me boy. In return, take this.
The captain threw me over some of his iron.
It's only like 5% of the treasure I found, but it's something.
Thanks! With it, I crafted myself a set of iron tools.
Fozo, I'm feeling quite better now.
Dad, you're walking.
Seems like the fruit helped a lot. I was meaning to tell you, but while you've been gone, I've heard a lot of explosions going on nearby. It's been worrying me.
Explosions? Where exactly have you been hearing them from? On days 19 to 20, my dad brought me over to a clearing. Down below, we could see a large nether ravine torn throughout the floor. Oh my goodness! I watched as wither spiders climbed out of it and started making their way into the overworld.
It seems as if Witherfang's forces are growing stronger by the day.
Speak of the devil. Across the wide canyon was Witherfang talking to someone.
How did you lose the nomadics again? How hard can it be to find a mushroom spider?
Sir, I
Do you not understand? We will get rid of all other spider species. That's our mission. Go out and find them now.
Mushroom spiders? That has to be where the next spider elder is. I watched as Witherfang went back down into the nether, and his general went off in search of the next elder. If I follow that general, then I'm one step closer to my next blessing. On days 21 to 23, I was out following the general. He was really fast because I think I lost him. No, come on, where could he have gone? I kept walking up the path and quickly found a mushroom biome. Well, I think this is the place. Wait a minute. Why is everything destroyed? Did the general do this? I then heard a yell from inside and went to investigate. A mushroom spider.
I demand to be let out at once.
Hey, you! What happened here?
Wait, it's a trap.
What? Just then, the general landed right next to me.
I knew you were following me, you insect. I shall capture you too.
The general charged in and started to attack. With my new poison bite, I was definitely hurting him, but he was able to turn the nearby grass into wither blocks, and they did a lot of damage to me. Ah! I was low on hearts and knew if I kept fighting, I was done for. Ah!
That's right, Spider. Surrender. You are coming with me.
On days 24 to 26, the Mushroom Elder and I were taken in a prison deep within the Nether. I looked around and saw that this place was guarded by a lot of wither spiders. Great, now what?
Once Witherfang gets here, he'll be happy to put you both down himself.
The general walked away, and I knew we only had a short period of time to figure out what to do. I tried my best to break out, but the blocks were unbreakable. Come on, come on.
Relax, young one. Stand back.
Okay. I did as the elder said, and I watched as he used his powers, which made him shrink down to a tiny, tiny spider. Whoa! The elder then walked out of the cage through the bars. Now, on the other side, he flipped the lever, letting me out. That was awesome. How did you do that? Ah! I started floating from his bite, and before I knew it, I upgraded again. I now had 5 more hearts and had a strange surge of power fill within me.
Now, you too can use this. Follow me. It's time to escape.
On days 27 to 29, the Mushroom Elder and I used our new ability to shrink down and walk throughout the prison. This is awesome! Since we were so small, none of the Wither Spiders were able to catch on. This ability was very useful. That is, until a loud alarm went off, alerting them of our escape.
They are small now! Catch them!
Uh-oh! Time to run! The both of us started to run as fast as we could. And after some time, we ended up running throughout some nether tunnels. Jeez! Is this what the Wither Spiders have to live in? We ran and eventually made our way to an opening that held a nether portal. That's our chance to leave!
Let's take it!
We both made our way straight to the portal. You first. The Mushroom Elder went inside and made it through. I was about to do the same until I was hit with an explosion. Ah!
You think you can escape, do you?
A wither beast started to attack me. It would send out large blasts of energy towards me and even summon lightning from the skies. I did everything I could against it, but at the end of the day, it was just too powerful for me. I then had an idea. I shrunk down with my new ability, confusing the beast. With my size, I was able to run along the floors and shoot the beast from multiple angles.
Where are you?
I'm right here. I shot him one last time, defeating him. From its death, dropped a nether ruby pickaxe. Sweet! I picked it up and headed through the portal. On days 30 to 34, I arrived on the other side and found myself in front of a withered village. Whoa. How did this happen? I looked around at all of the villagers, only to see them withered and hurt.
Ouch! Ouch! This sucks! Fozo, this is getting worse by the day. Witherfang needs to be stopped.
I know.
Good luck. I must return to my people now. I hope my blessing was able to help.
I left the Mushroom Spider and went throughout the village, trying to help them in any way I could. Even all of their crops were dead. I was about to replace them when I heard a huge rumbling. I turned, only to see Witherfang emerge from a nether crack. Oh no, he found me.
Bozo is it? I've heard about you. The last healthy Warden Spider trying to take down my forces.
Trying? No, I will take down your forces.
Believe, Fozo. That is all you can do. But me and my people have been in the depths for too long. The only spiders who are cursed with a red roof. You get to enjoy the infinite blue sky. Well, not any longer. We shall take that away from you and replace it with the redness we have been cursed upon.
I won't let that happen. I won't let you win.
I already have. Been home lately? Would be a shame if you left it unguarded.
Oh no, Dad! Knowing I had to get there fast, I left immediately, leaving Witherfang behind.
In time, Fozo. In time.
On days 35 to 38, I made it back to base, only to see it being under attack. Oh no! I rushed in and quickly saw a giant figure helping defend it. It was the giant snake.
Leave this place at once, you foul creatures.
Get him, Pops!
I rushed in to help out in any way that I could. The snake and I were fighting back to back and helping each other out as best as we could. I used my webs to slow them down while the snake used a strong attack and defeated them. We're almost done. Just as I finished that sentence, one of the wither spiders bit the giant snake.
Oh!
He was withered and dying. No! I took down the last spider and knew that the snake, Slither's dad, was not going to make it. On days 39 to 41, Slither and I brought his dad under the shade of the tree.
Dad, no, please. I'm sorry for running off. I just wanted to be big and strong like you.
It's okay, son. It's okay. You'll be even stronger.
Why? Why would you come here and save us like that? You didn't have to.
Just because I didn't have to doesn't mean I shouldn't. Listen, Bozo, you have grown a lot. I'm impressed. This, though, is far from over. You must find the flying spiders.
Flying spiders? Who are they?
A few days ago, I didn't know, but I recently saw them flying just south of here. They can help you.
The flying spiders. The next elder must be there. Thank you. I left the snake and Slither alone. I then turned to see Slither's dad die.
Dad! No!
I promise I won't let you guys down. I started days 42 to 44 by going around and building up our base defenses. Something like this can never happen again. I built up walls, traps, anything that will throw those wither spiders in a blender. Okay, I think that should do it. Afterwards, I went over to make sure my dad was okay. Thankfully, he was, but he looked like a ghost. I don't have that much longer.
Don't worry, Fozo. I swear, I will help you rid the world of these evil wither spiders. My dad would want me to.
Well then, we will together. The two of us ventured off to Captain Silverhook's ship. Silverhook!
Alright, Fozo, don't you worry. I'll take charge of being head of security around here. I just wish I had my crew to help me.
Don't worry, just give it some time. Now, time to find those flying spiders. On days 45 to 47, Slither and I set off south. Personally, I had no idea where we were going, but Slither, he used his sense of smell as a snake and was able to point us in the right direction.
It's this way.
I followed him until we started to find signs of cobwebs everywhere. Yep, we're getting closer. This has to be where the flying spiders live. We then turned a corner and saw a spider hideout. What shocked me was that these weren't the flying spiders, but instead, these were my people, the Warden spiders. It didn't take long for me to realize how weak each and every one of them looked.
Oh my, you must be Fozo.
Yes, I am. You all look so...
Hurt, we are. Most of the group has already passed. Those left are on their way as well.
Slither, these people, they need food and care. Can you help them back home?
Of course I can.
I'll just have to trust my instincts on where to find these flying spiders.
The flying spiders, they live high off the ground, mainly on treetops. I know of a large one nearby. Maybe that's worth taking a look at?
Yeah, you're right. Take them back, Slither. I'll go check out this treetop. On days 48 to 50, I ventured out and was able to spot a tall tree. I then noticed a flying spider? Okay. Since I didn't have the same power, I slowly but surely made my way to the top of the tree. Once there, I was met with a main courtyard area. Wait a minute, you guys are spiders? Why do you look like...
Don't say it! Don't say the B word! We are spiders, and our legs are just... smaller than the rest.
Right. I was hoping to speak to your elder. I need their blessing.
Huh, you think it'll be that easy, do you? Follow me, Walker.
Walker? That's rude. I was then brought over to the main elder flying spider.
Ew! Who let this walker in?
Again with the name? Look, I'm here because I need your blessing.
You need my blessing? How cute! No.
No, but the wither spiders. If I don't stop them...
Not my problem. Now leave. At once.
We then heard a loud flapping sound, followed by rumbling. What's that?
Bird!
A giant bird flew overhead, killing one of the flying spiders instantly. Afterwards, it left.
Let's make a deal, Fozo. That bird has been causing my colony massive problems lately. Us flying spiders are weak and depend on our speed to avoid problems. But that bird also has flight and is faster than us. So if you use your brute strength to take that bird down, then I'll give you that upgrade.
Deal. The elder flying spider then signaled one of his men.
Swing on!
I started to fly out, and I shot my web onto him and was flying through the air underneath. Just don't drop me! On days 51 to 53, the flying spider brought me over to the bird's nest. Okay, take the bird down, get the blessing. You've got this, Fozo. Another loud caw was heard before the bird revealed itself. Nice, birdie. The bird started to attack me immediately. Cut it out! It was definitely trying to eat me. I was running away while continuously shooting it with webs. I tried to bite at its feet and poison it, but it quickly caught on and kept its distance. That's when I tried to shrink down, but with its enhanced vision, it didn't help me at all. Okay, what do I do?
Now, team, now!
A swarm of flying spiders then flew in and started to fight off the bird. This kept it busy, giving me enough time to surprise it. I ran over to it and bit it as much as I could. With my poison bite, I can tell it was growing weaker and weaker. The beast was down. Ha! Take that.
Good work, Warden Spider. Maybe being a walker isn't so bad.
Thanks. I think on days 54 to 56, I was brought back to the flying spider's throne room.
Huh, you know, maybe I underestimated you, Fozo.
Yeah, no kidding.
Word has been spreading of your bravery. Most spiders like to hide, but you are inspiring by fighting back for what's rightfully yours. I wonder, is that the right thing to do?
The elder spider then walked up to me and granted me its blessing. I started to float up high. Wait, is it gonna happen? Am I gonna fly? My body began to change. I gained 5 more hearts and now could walk? I already could do that. This is so humiliating.
You really thought we would let you fly? Get real, Spider. That's for us only. But check again. Your new ability is quite deadly, if you ask me.
After a second glance, I realized I now had a poison sonic boom. Whoa! I shot it out, and the flying spider elder was right. This thing was awesome.
Good luck, Fozo. And do us a favor. Save our blue skies.
On days 57 to 59, I was making my way back to base when I heard the sounds of monkeys. They were coming from a nearby fortress.
Hey, leave us and our bananas alone, you lunatics!
I followed the sounds and quickly saw a group of monkeys being attacked by withered pillagers.
Must expand Nether.
I don't even know what that means!
Hey, stay away from them. The withered pillagers turned their attention onto me and started to attack. I then felt a surge of power within me and unleashed my full poison sonic boom on them. The attack was so strong that in one hit, the poison completely took them out. Awesome.
Whoa, thanks for that, man. You aren't gonna, plant spider eggs in our head, are ya?
What? No, of course not.
Oh, thank goodness. Those morons came by and ruined our home. We've never felt more insecure in our lives.
Well, why don't you come with me? I know of a new place that would suit you guys perfectly. On days 60 to 65, I returned back home with the monkeys. I looked around the web tree and saw that the warden spiders all got there safe. With Slither's help, I built the monkeys up some nice homes to stay in and connected the area with webbing for my fellow spiders. I know it's not the jungle, but I hope you still like it.
Yeah, it's great and all. We just miss our leader. The wither pillagers, they killed him, and now we don't know what to do.
Arrgh! Curse this large ship!
I looked over and spotted Captain Silverhook complaining to himself.
If I had a crew, this would be so much easier.
Wait a minute. Guys, follow me. I brought the monkeys over to the captain. About a crew. How about them?
Wait a minute. You can't be serious. You think these monkeys can work under me? They're monkeys!
Hey, you better watch it, pal!
Take it or leave it, Captain. I left them by themselves so they can talk and figure things out. I then walked over to my dad to check on him. Hey, Dad.
Fozo, is that you? My vision, it's gone blurry.
Yes, it's me. Just stay strong, okay?
Just remember, you are making me so proud.
I hope I am. Just then, a warden spider walked up to us. Is everything all right?
No, on the way here, we came across something. Something bad. It looked like the wither spiders set up a large mining operation nearby.
What are they mining towards? Thank you. It's worth a look. On days 66 to 70, I went out and was able to find a large nether stronghold. But in the overworld? Oh my goodness. Their mission, it's almost complete.
That's right, men. Keep mining away. We need to get to that stronghold yesterday.
I saw the General Wither, commanding wither spiders to mine away below the ground. Stronghold? What stronghold are they mining to?
Keep going. The end spiders aren't just going to appear here for us.
End spiders? Wait, is that where the final elder is located? So they're trying to get to the end. The general then started to look up and suspect something was wrong.
I can sense you. I know you're here, Warden Spider.
Great. I walked out and was face to face with him.
My, you've grown, haven't you? It doesn't matter. I'll kill you myself. Witherfang will be so proud of me.
The general charged in and began his attack. Like before, he was extremely powerful. His ability to change the nearby environment was hurting me a lot. I shot my poison boom at him, but he was able to dodge them as well. We kept fighting. And at one point, it felt like it was never going to end. Thanks to my web shot ability, though, I was able to get him stuck and finish him off with the poison boom. Ha! Take that! I looked and noticed the wither spiders all ran off. I left for base. If the last spider elder is in the end, then I'm gonna need some help. On days 71 to 74, I arrived back at base. I walked over and saw Slither aiding my father. How's he doing?
Fozo, he's not doing great at all.
Well, I found out how we can stop all of this. And it's the end.
Lower ye sails, laddies!
What the? I walked over and saw the captain with his crew of monkeys?
That's right, you scallywags! I ain't paying you to do nothing! Yo-ho!
Yo-ho! We're pirates now, baby!
They looked like they were working perfectly. Huh.
Fozo! I heard you talk about the end. If the final Elder Spider is there, I can handle the transportation.
Excellent. The captain then ran off.
Good luck, Fozo. I'll take care of your dad. Just hurry. He doesn't have much longer.
On days 75 to 77, I made my way back to their mining operation. On my way down, I was able to find the stronghold that they were making their way towards. I went slowly inside until I came across the end portal room. To my surprise, it was already fully activated. Oh no. Did they make it in time before me? I was about to jump in until I got pushed back by a wither guardian. Ouch! Come on!
Only those bonded with the Wither shall go through.
Okay, then bring it. The guardian and I both fought valiantly. Its attacks were strong, but thanks to my shrinking ability, it was having a hard time countering me. With one powerful bite, I was able to poison it and knock it away. While stunned, I ran over to the end portal. Here goes nothing. I made it on the other side. Phew, that was close.
Throw over the anchor, laddies. We got ourselves a new crew member.
Captain?
With this ship, me boy, we will find those last end spiders in no time.
I looked over and saw the captain with a brand new end ship that was flying in the sky. Awesome! On days 78 to 80, the captain and I were flying throughout the end.
Hey, man.
With the monkey's help, of course.
Yeah, that's right.
We were soaring throughout the skies until we stopped at a large end island that had a kingdom.
I think this be the place, laddie.
I got off the ship and decided to go look around. The captain was right. All around the kingdom lied end spiders. Hey, you! I approached one, but as soon as I got to it, the spider teleported away? They can teleport? Hey! I then tried it again and again. Come on, guys. I just wanted to talk. Come back.
Be careful what you wish for.
I turned around, only to see a crowd of end spiders staring me down. Listen, I come in peace.
That's for us to decide.
One of the spiders then ran over to me and used his powers, teleporting us away. On days 81 to 85, I was teleported inside of a large end room. I think I'm gonna throw up.
Ugh. What a newbie.
Where did you take me? I need to talk to your elder. Just then, a giant end spider slowly emerged from the roof. Hi.
Walking in this place is a death wish. Those from the overworld are not welcome here.
I didn't know. But listen, there is an evil, one that's bigger than the both of us. He comes from the Nether.
I've heard about the expansion, but sadly that is the overworld's problem.
No, I promise. If nothing's done, it will soon be the End's problem too. All I need is your blessing, and that's it.
We have other issues right now. Our End Golem has gone completely rogue. He was made using our special End Crystal. That's what's important to us, not this silly war.
Fine. How about this? If I get the End Crystal, then you can give me your blessing.
You think you can take on our Guardian Golem? Ha! You overworlders are naive. Fine. Be my guest, Warden Spider.
On days 86 to 90, I went out in search of this so-called Guardian Golem. I mean, come on. How powerful can a golem really be? He's right behind me, isn't he? I turned around, and there he was. Not just a regular golem, but a giant one. That's a detail they shouldn't have left out. The golem then started to shoot out at me and attack. His power was coming straight from the purple crystal on his head. Ouch! This guy hurts. The crystal must be really, really powerful. I tried my best and even swung around to avoid some of his attacks. It would shoot blasts at me, but I would shoot back green right back at him. Hope you enjoyed the poison. This fight was definitely one of my hardest, but thankfully, I was the strongest I've ever been. I shot my poison sonic boom, aiming right at it. And just like that, the Guardian was down, with only the crystal lying there on the ground.
You have done it, my. Surely you are worthy.
The spider then walked over and granted me my final blessing. I floated up high in the sky and upgraded one last time. I gained 10 more hearts and noticed my poison sonic boom upgraded and was now explosive. I did it. I'm ready to take on Witherfang. On days 91 and 94, I returned back home with the captain and his monkeys.
Fozo, there you are. Your dad, he wants to talk to you.
I ran over, only to see him lying there, almost lifeless. Dad, listen, you have to hold on a little longer. I'm ready. I can finally defeat Witherfang. I can stop all of this.
That's good, son. I'm just so proud of you.
Thank you, Dad. Just hold in there and...
Son, I'm not going to make it.
What? No, you have to. We're almost there. Just hold on a little longer.
I can feel it. I'm slipping. Fozo, it's up to you. Stop all of this. Do it. My power will be there with you.
Dad! My dad then slowly looked over to me and bit me. This caused me to gain 5 hearts and grow a little in size. No, what are you doing? Dad!
Be brave, son. I'll be right there, watching.
He then passed away. No! It's up to me now. Saddened over my loss, I made my dad the monument that he deserved. One that all Warden spiders will remember. I will win this fight, Dad. If it's the last thing that I do, the Warden spiders will win. On days 95 to 99, I made my way over to the Nether Ravine with Slither and the captain. This is it, guys. We have to do this. For our fathers, for everyone.
For everyone!
This ends now! Charge! The 3 of us ran into battle. I used all of my upgrades to charge through the Wither spiders. Slither went around and was able to do some poison damage as well.
That's right, you scallywags! Hit him! Hit him good!
Yeah, we're hitting!
The captain and one of his monkeys made a really good team.
Fozo, we got this. You must fight Witherfang now!
I looked down and saw him waiting there, calm. On day 100, I landed on the platform right in front of Witherfang. You've taken everything from me.
This world? It deserved it! Do you know what it feels like to be locked below the surface? Below everything! We were prisoners, but not anymore!
I won't let you win! Witherfang and I began our fight. He was extremely tough. Every bite he did dealt 5 hearts of damage. I did my best and fought back, and even used my web swinging to my advantage. That's when he shot me with one of his wither blasts, which caused my hearts to start withering away. Oh no!
Any second now you will be defeated, and once you are, I will take down your friends too!
No! I got up and fought back against him as much as I could. It's time! I then perfectly shot my newest sonic boom and used it on Witherfang, causing him to step back.
No! This can't be!
Your mission is over. With one final boom, Witherfang was defeated, letting my colony and many others to live in peace. On day 1, I spawned in as a Warden worm deep within my desert ancient city. I looked around only to see my Warden people being attacked by a bunch of monster hunters. Are they after us? I ran throughout the battlefield and watched as the hunters started to hurt and capture my people, as if they were just doing it for fun.
Haha! That's 2 points! I'm going for 3!
As I was distracted, I was spotted by one of them. He rushed in to attack, and I thought I was done for until our Warden Elder jumped in the way and took him down.
We can't let them capture you, my boy. You are special and were created so that we can put an end to these hunters.
Me? But how? Just then, a much larger monster hunter slammed down in the center of our city.
Where is that Warden worm? I, Odin, will hunt you down, just like the rest of this world's monsters, so that I can be the most powerful hunter yet!
You need to leave now and find Aaron. He will know how to make you strong enough to save our people.
Odin then noticed the 2 of us and rushed forward only to unleash a powerful attack on my elder. No!
Go now!
I ran for my life, leaving all of my people behind.
Capture these pathetic monsters and get me that worm!
On day 2, I was slithering through the caves as fast as I could, with monster hunters chasing behind me. They shot at me using their advanced hunter gear. Oh no, I'm trapped.
You know, we enjoyed taking your people down. And once we have you, our power will be used to kill the rest of the monsters in this world.
I'm not a monster. Out of my frustration, I began to mine deep in the ground. Whoa, I can burrow.
Oh, no, you don't. Get the drill!
Using this newfound ability, I began to mine a path to get me out of this cave. It wasn't long until I heard heavy machinery and realized there was a drill mining right after me. Ah! I then mined out of a wall side, only to find myself inside of a strange nest home. What is this place?
There you are!
The monster hunter began to rush in, but out of nowhere dropped down a very large griffin beast. On day 3, the griffin started to fight off the monster hunter, easily destroying his machine. The hunter ran up and tried his best to hurt him with his weaponry, but the griffin sliced him with his claw and sent him back. He had incredible agility and strength, and would even use his wings to summon deadly gusts of wind around us.
No! No!
The griffin then landed on the hunter, taking him down for good. Whoa, you saved me. I thought I was safe, but the bird turned towards me and approached with anger. Wait, I don't mean you any harm.
This is my home, and you are not welcome here.
I was backed into a corner and thought I was done for. Please, look, I'm looking for Aaron, okay? My people, they're in danger.
Well, it's true. You must be the creature the Wardens have spent years creating. Fine, I'll help take you where you need to go.
On day 4, the griffin flew me high up throughout the lands, but all I was seeing was pure chaos. The world was full of deadly villages and outposts filled with cages of different beasts, animals, you name it. The hunters are doing this? This is horrible.
This is the world now. With Odin and his people at large, all creatures of any kind are being hunted down and stripped of their freedoms, including your wardens.
We then landed within a desert ruin with a strange Warden Eye artifact sat at its center.
Go and pick it up.
Okay. I listened, and once I touched it, my entire body began to shake. I gained 5 more hearts and grew larger in size, becoming a stronger Warden worm. Whoa!
This is the first of 5 Warden Eye fragments. They grant any being incredible beast-like abilities when equipped. I am Aaron, and have helped the Wardens in their quest on creating you. They believe your strength can be enough to stop this.
Well, if these items increase my strength, then I will go out and find all of them. Rustling then sounded off, and out of the bushes rushed an advanced hunter.
There you are. We have all the wardens under our watch, and when I bring you in, I will be rewarded.
On day 5, the advanced hunter rushed in and began to attack. He summoned 2 more arms and now had 4 very sharp swords. Oh no! But with my new upgrade, I now had the ability to shoot out deadly skulk venom at him. Ha! Take that! We fought each other, blow for blow. He was not an easy opponent, as he shot out poison all throughout the area. But I knew I could not let my people down. With the one final skulk venom attack, I was able to fully take down the hunter. Yes! Upon his death, dropped a note that said,
"Do not let that worm find those Warden Eye artifacts. Go out and find the Croak Empire before he does."
The Croak Empire? Huh. That must be where another one is. I knew that there were going to be more hunters after me, so Aaron and I started to forge a new hideout within this desert ruin. I made my very own home inside of a sand cave, while I also made Aaron a small nest lying on top of a tree. As Aaron and I were admiring our new work, I saw a sand block fall near my cave.
Oops. Oh no.
What was that? I walked over, only to see a tiny warden hiding in fear.
No, please don't hurt me. I barely was able to escape from those hunters. I have nowhere else to go.
Escape? Where exactly did you escape from? On day 6, the tiny warden brought me within the nearest forest until we reached an outpost much larger than the ones I'd seen before. I watched as countless hunters were inside, upgrading their weaponry, and right next to them were rows of cages holding wardens and my warden elder.
Let us go! Ah, shut it!
I have to get them out of here. I was about to run in, blinded by my rage, but just then, Odin entered the courtyard.
Everyone listen! This Warden worm is a threat to our clan. Do you not understand? It can grow to be the strongest among all beasts in this world. This is why we must obtain its scales so that we can forge weaponry with power like no other. But we will need backup.
He then walked forward and ignited a platform, causing lightning to summon all around him. In one huge burst, dropped down a night bounty hunter.
Magnus, I know you've never failed a hunt, which is why I need you to go and find that worm.
Very well. Leave it to me.
Oh no, this isn't good. I need to find the Croak Empire fast.
You mean that kingdom of frogs? I know where that place is. Come on, follow me.
On day 7, the tiny warden led me deep within a swamp, but we were quickly met by a moat. Is that polluted swamp water? Gross! I then looked across, and waiting on the other side was the Croak Empires.
Okay, but how do we get across?
I think I have an idea. Follow me. I used my burrow ability, allowing me to dig deep underground. Thankfully, I was able to mine below the moat and make it safely on the other side. However, as I exited, I found myself in the middle of their entire kingdom. Maybe I mined too far?
Halt! Wordworm. Those words are really getting creative with their creations, huh?
Huh, yeah, no kidding. We know why you're here. You will not get that Warden Eye fragment.
I then looked up, and lying on their tallest tower was the Warden Eye. Please, I need it. Just then, I heard a very loud and in a huge splash landed their king frog.
I am Emperor Croak. We see that fragment has good luck to our people. We have lost too many to those hunters.
Well, I'm trying to stop them. There has to be some way I can get it from you.
You know, this empire loves a show. I think I have an idea on how you can prove your worth.
On day 8, Emperor Croak brought me back to the center of their kingdom with a crowd of frogs watching.
The rules are simple. If you can get to that Warden fragment, you win. But in order to do that, you have to get past the king.
Okay, deal. Horns then sounded off, and the Frog King began to attack me. He used his high leaps to his advantage and pushed me back away from the tower. Back off! I fought back, using my skulk venom on him, and tried my best to get to their tower. Unfortunately, he would shoot out deadly water attacks at me, and even shot his tongue out, swallowing me whole.
Let me out of here!
Ow! Wait a minute, I have an idea. I continued to fight the frog, and waited for him to shoot his tongue again. Here goes nothing. He shot me out. Come on! I did it! I reached the Warden fragment. I picked it up, causing me to upgrade once more. I gained 5 hearts, grew in size, and now had the ability to do explosive bites at my enemy. Awesome! I went back to the courtyard towards the king.
Emperor Croak is very impressed. You earned it. But without this fragment, my kingdom's luck is gone.
You know, I think I have an idea. On days 9 to 10, I gathered up all of the frogs in the Croak Empire to come back to my base.
Thank you for offering shelter to my people until we stop those men. Odin will stop at nothing to take us all down.
Yeah, I know. I just don't get why he hates us so much.
I'm not quite sure, but what I've heard is that he lost someone very close to him. But it's just a rumor.
Who could he have lost? We continued to walk out of the swamps and back towards the desert until I heard a voice coming towards us. The sky became clouded as flames appeared and a figure rose from the ground.
You! I thought I smelled a warden worm around here.
Oh no, leave now. The frogs and the tiny warden all left back towards my base. You're trying to hunt me down. What you hunters are doing, it's not right.
Not right. You are monsters, beasts. You don't know any better, especially you wardens.
Oh yeah? Well, I'll show you. Magnus then charged straight in. He spun around and slashed me with his very large sword. With just one hit, I was knocked down to only a few hearts. Oh no, he's too strong. I gotta get out of here. I began to burrow down into the ground, but Magnus ran down the tunnel straight behind me.
Get back here!
He was about to catch me, but thankfully, I dug straight underneath a pool of lava. It fell and separated the two of us.
Count your days, you worm. They are numbered.
On days 11 to 12, I made my way back to base and saw that all of the frogs and the tiny warden made it here safely. Thank goodness. I got to work, building up a place for all of the frog people. I made sure to theme it around their kingdom so that they could feel just at home. After that, I quickly was able to build the tiny warden their very own tiny home as well.
Wow, Fozo, this is amazing. Oh, and that reminds me, I wanted to show you something.
What is it? it. The tiny Warden then used her Warden senses to locate and pull out from the ground all of the surrounding ore around our base.
We are wardens, remember? I can sense everything.
Whoa, that's awesome. Thanks. With the tiny Warden's help, I was able to find enough iron to make myself a set of iron tools. Awesome.
Fozo, I'm glad you made it back safely. And by the looks of things, you're even stronger now.
I am, Aaron. Thankfully.
Well, if you're up for another journey, I found where the next Warden fragment is.
You did?
Yes. Now come on, I'll show you.
On days 13 to 14, I followed behind Aaron until he brought me to the top of an icy mountain. At its peak were strange pillars surrounding a Wardenite fragment. But something was wrong. It's frozen?
That's right. This fragment is useless unless we can melt it, and there is only one way to do so.
How? Aaron led me to the side of the mountain, overlooking the rest of the tundra.
Deep within this land lies a very dangerous ice beast. But with its help, we just might be able to thaw this fragment. Be warned, he is not friendly.
Great. He then flew away with the frozen fragment to keep it safe at our base. And I continued into the tundra until I saw a fire? That's not normal. I approached and started to see that the fire was coming from a burning tundra village. It was being raided by the monster hunters. Oh no. On days 15 to 16, I watched as monster hunters began to corner some defenseless tundra creatures.
Please. No, wait.
One of the hunters swung and killed the creature without a second thought. I have to stop this. I charged in and used my new explosive bite to attack them. They turned to fight back, but I was quick and was able to take all of them down with my abilities. Yes! I looked around at the burning village, and just when I thought I killed the last hunter, one of the home's walls exploded outwards.
You! We finally met face to face.
Odin, you have to stop this. All of it. You're hurting countless innocent lives.
Lives? You guys are just monsters.
He leapt into the air and tried to slam down onto me, summoning lightning everywhere. Stop! Look, I heard you lost someone close to you. I'm sorry, but you can't just take it out on us.
You know nothing about me. My father, he was the greatest hunter to ever live. He taught me everything from skinning a rabbit to slaying beasts like you. Then one day, on a hunt, he never returned. He was killed by one of you monsters. You beasts ended his life, and now I will do the same to all of you!
He threw one of his axes directly at me, and I was barely able to dodge out of the way. I gotta get out of here. I made a break for it, but just when I was about to make it out of the village, I felt the ice crack from underneath. Ah!
Huh. I will avenge my father if it's the last thing I do.
On days 17 to 18, I fell down and into the center of an ice temple. Ow! Where am I? The area looked abandoned and almost completely forgotten, except for there was a tundra creature hiding behind a pillar. Hey, I'm not gonna hurt you.
You're not one of those hunters. They took my family from me.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm trying to stop them, but I have to find an ice beast in order to do so.
Oh, you mean the Yeti? Follow me.
Wait, Yeti? He led me over to a very dark cave entrance deeper in the temple. So, he's in here?
Yep.
I began to slowly creep inside until I was totally encased in darkness. And then... as I recovered from the hit, rushing out of the darkness was a huge ice Yeti. On days 19 to 21, the powerful Yeti jumped towards me in a rage, swinging at me with his giant fists. Hey! Hey! I began to fight back, using my explosive bite attack. But the Yeti was so strong, he barely seemed to flinch. I tried to run and gain some distance, but he would keep burrowing towards me before forming a ball of ice that kicked at me. Ah, stop it! I'm not here to fight you!
You leave. No!
I can't do that. I need your help in unfreezing a Warden fragment.
Help! Hunters attack because of you! Now, leave my home!
Please, Yeti! The monster hunters attacked my village. They took me away from my family. They need to be stopped.
The Yeti calmed down.
Fine, if you want help, I show you. But you do the rest.
Show us what?
Both of you, follow.
On days 22 to 26, the Yeti led us out of his icy caves until we came to a large lava and ice lake.
Unfreeze fragment, the item you need. Here.
In the lake?
Yes, under the lake. You must find it.
Okay, here I go. I began to dig deep down, tunneling under the pool, searching for any clue of the Yeti's item. But as I dug, I accidentally mined in another icy cave with spikes falling down. Okay, wrong way. I continued to dig, having to dodge around more traps and being careful not to dig too close to lava pools. Eventually, I found it. Another cave opening. But it was no longer icy, and in the center was a pedestal holding a potion of molten magma. This has to be it. I rushed up and grabbed the potion. This will definitely unfreeze the frozen Warden fragment. On days 27 to 29, I went back to my base, potion in hand and seal with me. I found that Aaron had built some sort of containment pillar for the frozen fragment. Hey, here you go.
Good work. But it'll take some time to set things up.
While he was doing that, I went and got enough materials to make Seal their very own home to stay in.
Thanks, Fozo. It's nice to know us creatures have each other's backs.
Agreed. I ran back to Aaron and saw that his containment area was now filled with hot magma. Okay, I'm guessing it's ready. I then watched as the frozen fragment began to melt and crack until it finally thawed. Yes! I grabbed the fixed fragment, causing me to become even stronger. I gained 5 more hearts and felt my body grow. Now, I could use my size to shake the ground around me with a powerful slam attack. Awesome!
So, is it true? Rumors quickly spread that Odin's father was killed by a beast.
Yeah, and now he's letting his rage blind him.
It just doesn't make any sense. His dad was known as the world's strongest monster hunter. Things aren't adding up, Fozo.
What do you mean? Stop it! What was that? I ran out of the base to see that there in a cage was my Warden Elder? Oh my goodness, you're okay. I'm getting you out of here now. I ran up to the cage and noticed that she looked weak.
My dear boy, no! Get out of here! It's a trap!
What? Before I knew it, Magnus appeared, leaping down between me and the Elder. As he did, giant walls of metal formed around us, trapping me in.
You worm! You aren't going anywhere!
On days 30 to 32, I was face to face with Magnus in his metal arena. You used my Elder as bait?
Yes, and you fell for it! There's no running this time!
He rushed in to attack me, spinning around wildly with his sword and shield. Ah! Take this! I used my new Power Slam ability, causing the ground beneath us to erupt. The attack definitely hurt Magnus, but the blast also hit my Elder. Oh no, I need to be careful. Magnus used the opening to kick me back, then followed up with multiple sword attacks as I was cornered. I was starting to get lower and lower on hearts, and he kept blocking my attacks. I can't give up. I used my explosive attack to push Magnus back. but his hits were just way too strong. Magnus then landed a blow that almost knocked me out. Ah!
It's a pity they want you alive. You're coming with me.
My vision went blurry from the fight, and I started to pass out. On days 33 to 35, I woke up, chained to a strange platform in the middle of a room full of monster hunters. I feel so weak.
Warden Worm, you really thought you'd put an end to my empire?
What did you do to me?
More so, what did you just do? For us, we have taken some of your scales, and with them, we will upgrade our weaponry so that we can move on to the next part of our plan.
Next part?
Quiet! Hunters, get to work! In this one, put him with the others. We have what we want.
A couple of hunters walked forward and began to escort me deep underneath their outpost. It wasn't long until I was thrown into a cage in a room filled with my wardens.
Fozo, I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you.
It's okay. We're all alive. That's what matters. Odin is planning something, though. We need to get out of here, and fast.
Yeah, good luck, pal. These people only see us as entertainment here.
Entertainment? Just then, the opposite side of my cage opened up. What the? I walked out, only to have the door slam behind me, and to see that I was in a massive arena with monster hunters looking down at me. Oh, no! On days 36 to 39, I looked around the whole Colosseum. I need to find a way out of here. I then heard another cage open on the opposite side, and walking out of it was a tall amethyst golem.
Fight! Fight! Fight!
Whoa, 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 wait! We don't have to listen to them. We can work together and get out of here.
Get out of here? Impossible. So, it's either you or me. No hard feelings.
The golem then started throwing amethyst shards at me. I dodged them, only to realize they turned into tiny amethyst golems? What the? They ran at me while he continued to attack with his massive arm. We began to fight as he attacked me continuously. Ah! Stop it!
Fight me!
The golem stomped on the ground and sent forward shards of amethyst that hit me on the head. No! We are not monsters! Ah! In my frustration, I unleash an extremely powerful Warden boom, destroying everything around me. Whoa!
What? Close the cages! Don't let them escape!
In the midst of the destruction, I noticed that there was a way out. I gotta get the Wardens and get out of here. On days 40 to 44, I escaped with all of the Wardens straight out of the Hunter's outpost. Thankfully, we were able to make it safely back to base. That was close. Before doing anything else, I made sure to get enough materials to build up all of the Wardens their very own ancient-styled home. And done.
Oh, Fozo, I'm so proud of how strong you've become.
The Warden Elder collapsed right in front of me. Why is this happening?
Bozo, what's wrong?
Aaron, the hunters, they must have done something to her. She looks so weak.
If we don't do something soon, she might not make it.
But we have to help her.
I have an idea on where we can get an item that might help her, but we have to hurry.
Odin, we had no idea that he would escape.
Roar! I trusted idiots with one job. One! And now that worm is back out in the world. No matter. Those of you who are still worth the air you breathe, forge your weapons. Once my axes possess that worm's power, it won't be a problem anymore.
On days 45 to 47, I went as quickly as I could with Aaron until we arrived at some sort of desert dungeon. But the entrance was sealed shut. Great. Now what?
I'll fly up and look around.
Aaron took to the skies. As I looked more intently at the entrance, I noticed that the door was being held up by 2 pillars that sunk into the ground. That's it. I tunneled below the door and straight through each of the pillars, breaking them down one by one. When the last one was broken, the entire entrance collapsed and was opened up.
You did it!
The 2 of us ran inside, only to see the dungeon's vast, dark interior. Whoa!
There, that's the item we need.
I looked up and saw that in the center of the chamber was a large tiki sitting in the center, and behind it laid the golden totem of healing. That's it! I began to hurry towards it, but as I moved forward, I heard a click under my body. Uh-oh! The whole room began to shake, and suddenly, the entire floor dropped down, exposing a large, elaborate parkour towards the center. And if I fall, I'd land on deadly spikes. Great.
Activate defense
mechanism.
I then noticed that the tall tiki in the center had come to life. It started to launch elemental attacks around the platforms. Okay, focus. I have to get that totem. On days 48 to 52, I started to jump between the floating platforms heading towards the totem, but the tiki heads were spouting flames directly at me. Ah! I jumped away to one of the platforms. Just before, I saw a rock flying right at me. It hit me head on, and I almost fell straight off. Knock it off.
Intruder!
Stay
back! Bolts of lightning started to flash throughout the room, making it even harder to jump across. But I knew I had to do it. Here goes nothing. I jumped and finally made it on top of the center platform. But as I did, the tikis all dissembled into 3 individual ones. Ah! They began their attacks, each wielding a different elemental power. I began to fight back when one of them seemed to recognize me.
Wait, hold up. Are you the Warden worm?
Yeah, I kinda need that totem to save my elder.
Well, why didn't you say something? Us tikis don't have very good eyesight, you know. We know about your quest to take down those hunters, and we totally agree with it.
Follow us. You should see this.
The tikis led me into a separate room of the dungeon, and there was a map?
We've been guarding this bad boy. It should lead you to your next Warden fragment.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Those crazy hunters have been trying to get into this place for ages to get it.
That's why we had to secure the entrance.
Oh, sorry about that.
Forget about it. You can take the map and the totem. Just stop those hunters.
On days 53 to 56, Aaron and I rushed back to our base. I ran directly into where my elder was resting and placed the totem of healing next to her. This caused the entire room to instantly start glowing. Yes. In a burst of vibrant light, my elder stood up and looked completely healed.
My goodness. Thank you. Those hunters didn't treat us well at all. I didn't think I was going to make it.
I'm just glad you're okay.
You really have grown so much. I'm so proud of all you have done for our kind.
The work isn't done yet. I just got this map that leads to the next Warden fragment. It looks like it shows something called the Grand Forest.
That forest is a dangerous place. You must be careful.
I know, but it seems like I don't have a choice. I need those fragments to stop Odin. On days 57 to 59, I was making my way to the Grand Forest, and I stopped only to see a massive tree line. Whoa! I then heard screams. Run! I ran towards the trees to see that on the edge of the forest was a town of smaller tree people, but they were being raided by the monster hunters. Oh no! The hunters were using their new and improved weapons to cut down the homes and tree people with ease. They weren't kidding. They upgraded their gear. Hey, hunters! Over here!
The Warden worm! Get him!
I rushed into battle and fought off as many of the hunters as I could. I used my my abilities to hit multiple of them at a time, but they were much stronger than before.
You think we are a challenge? You have no idea how strong Odin has now become.
No! I started to fight harder than ever before, using my power slam to knock out a group of them, and then my explosive bite to take down the final one. With only a few hearts to spare, the tree village was saved. That was close.
You have saved us, weird creature. I can tell you're not from around here.
Yeah, I'm visiting this forest, looking for a Warden eye fragment.
Oh, if you want that, you must travel to the forest core.
Can you lead me there?
For saving my home? Absolutely.
On days 60 to 63, I followed the tree person as they led me deep into the grand forest until we met a clearing, revealing a lost kingdom.
The fragment should be in there, the core, but I shall go no further.
I pushed forward inside the main entrance and found an ominous clearing. There, high up in the branches, was the Warden fragment. Yes! Now, just to get it.
Why have you come here, Warden Worm?
Who said that? I looked out, and appearing through the trees was a tall treant.
I am Skull, guardian of this fragment.
I need that fragment, Skog.
For what? To stop the hunter Odin, I presume?
Yes, he has to be stopped. It's the only way.
No, you will do no such thing.
Skog suddenly rushed towards me in a rage. Wait! On days 64 to 65, Skog moved in and started to attack me. He was so powerful and used the elements of nature to his advantage. He would stomp on the ground and cause jaw-like plants to appear and hit me. Ah! I knew I had to fight back. Stop this! We're on the same side! Skog was fueled by rage and kept hitting me. He would reach into the earth and cause roots to shoot out towards me. Why? Why don't you want to defeat Odin?
Be quiet!
He was about to attack again, but I ran in and bit into him with my explosive bite. This caused Skog to stumble back and briefly stop attacking.
Odin, his actions are wrong. But it's all his father's fault. It's my fault.
What? Wait, you're Odin's father? But how?
Odin followed in my footsteps, as my goal was to become the greatest hunter to ever exist. I would exceed my goals and reach higher and higher, slaying, hurting animals and creatures, treating them like nothing but monsters. But then, on one fateful hunt, I was cursed into becoming the very thing I hunted. I knew my people would never accept me back, so I couldn't return. I came here, and over time, I have finally realized that the beasts we have hunted have emotions as well.
So, you didn't die to a beast. You became one? Odin should know.
He can't know that his own father has turned into the very thing he hates.
But maybe if he knew, he would change. He hates the beasts because he thought you died to one. Skog suddenly smashed at the branch above, dropping the fragment.
Maybe, just maybe, you are right, Worm. You may take the Warden fragment.
Thank you. I ran up and grabbed it, and this caused me to grow in power again. I gained 5 more hearts, and now I could rain down bursts of sonic boom energy from the sky. I felt so much stronger than before. On days 66 to 68, I was on my way back to base with Skog when suddenly Odin's lightning struck, and he was now right in front of us.
You really thought you could escape from me? I'll give you credit. If there is one thing we both have in common, is that we both don't know when to give up.
Odin, wait! He ran straight towards me with his sonic boom charged axes, but Skog jumped in the way, taking the blow. Odin began to attack as hard as he could, hacking into Skog's tree body. I could tell Skog didn't want to, but he began to defend himself.
Odin, you need to stop this!
Odin and Skog continued to fight until Skog hit him back with his root attack. But Odin countered with a very heavy hit.
Now you shall die!
Odin, son, it's me, your father!
He stood there, stunned.
That can't be true! My father, he was a hunter!
I was, but my rage turned me into this. Son, these creatures have feelings, lives that we are just taking from them. You have to stop this now.
I can't believe this! You may have been my father before, but you are not him today! Ah!
Wait! Odin slung with the final heavy blow that killed his father! No! I knew I had to run as I quickly burrowed straight down and away from Odin. I have to get the final fragment. I have to! On days 69 to 71, I tunneled all the way to my base and saw that all of the wardens looked healthy again. They were even all working throughout the base, helping my other friends. The elder noticed me and walked over.
This, Bozo, is what being a warden is all about. We are protectors. Our people are meant to keep all of the world's creatures safe.
This is so amazing. I was admiring all of them when suddenly I heard the tiny warden panicking.
Bozo! Bozo!
Hey, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Yes, I am. I was just roaming around outside the base when I saw some monster hunters. They made a camp nearby.
What did you find out?
Well, I overheard them talking about the final warden fragment, but it is in possession of Magnus, and I know exactly where he lives.
Great! Can you tell me? On days 72 to 74, I roamed around the overworld until I reached a clearing, and there it was, Magnus's keep. The huge walls and battlements were guarded and well too fortified for me just to dig through. I need to find another way in safely.
I know it's around here somewhere.
What was that? I walked over to the noise and saw an armored Enderman.
Come on. Where did I put my sword?
Hey man, are you okay?
No, I'm not. I lost my sword. How am I supposed to be an Enderman Knight without my sword?
Whoa, it's okay. Wait a minute. I have an idea. If I find your sword, would you teleport me inside of that keep over there?
You, my friend, have a deal.
On days 75 to 77, I began to burrow around the area. The Enderman said that he just went mining. It has to be around here somewhere. I then dug into a large cave. On a mound of stone was the Enderman's sword. Yes! I started to move closer, but then I realized that the cave had large cracks in the floor filled with lava. No! How do I get across? I looked around the room and noticed that the roof of the cave was made out of a ton of loose gravel. Perfect! I shot my sonic venom ability, striking the roof and causing all the loose blocks to fall. Because of this, the large cracks in the ground were now filled with gravel, allowing me to walk across safely. I picked up the sword and quickly tunneled my way back to the surface and reunited with the Enderman Knight.
Oh, yes! Thank you!
Of course! Now, can you get me inside of that keep?
Oh, yeah, with ease.
On days 78 to 80, the Enderman Knight teleported us far below Magnus's keep, inside a dungeon room. Okay, now, to get that fragment and get out of here, I started to walk through the dungeons, heading up the main outpost. But I was quickly stopped when I saw cages filled with the tundra creatures I saw earlier.
We feel so weak.
You guys are Seal's family. Come on, let me help. I used my worm abilities and broke open their cages.
Thank you, Warden Worm.
Of course. Stay here. I'll be right back. From there, I went up through the keep, making sure to avoid any hunter guards that were on post. It wasn't long before I entered a main courtyard room, and in the center held the final warden fragment. Yes! I walked up and picked it up, causing my body to change one last time. I gained 10 more charts, grew larger in size, and was now a very large warden worm. I did it! On days 81 to 85, I was leaving the room, but was interrupted by Magnus walking out from the shadows.
You really have come back for more, haven't you? I do have to say, I am quite impressed with your escape. But I am Magnus, the best bounty hunter there is. No one escapes my capture.
He charged in and began to attack me. I'm here to show you how wrong you really are. I fought back, this time using my newly found abilities. Because I was a fully upgraded Warden Worm, I was able to summon a tornado of sonic boom energy. Magnus felt my newly found strength. Last time, he was able to overpower me, but now he was no match.
No!
With one final hit, I was able to fully take down the Night Hunter. Ha! Take that! From there, I quickly gathered the tundra creatures outside and started our journey back home. But as we started our travels, I heard a loud... Oh no, what can that be? On days 86 to 90, I separated from the creatures, heading straight for the horns. But the sight that met me was absolutely horrifying. I watched rows of destruction caused by the newly upgraded hunters. Trees were burned, grass was dead, and there was smoke everywhere.
Under the name of Odin, the final sweep has begun. Go through the lands and make sure there isn't a single living creature.
From there, hunters started to go out and kill any animal that they can find. No! This has to end, and it has to end now! On days 91 to 94, I hurried back home to make sure all of my friends were safe. Thankfully, the hunters hadn't found us yet.
Fozo! You found my family!
Yeah, I did. I told you I would help you out. To keep the rest of his family safe, I quickly went out and built them homes right next to him.
Thank you! With the hunter's new plan, we need a place to hide in and feel safe.
Agreed. I then went over and saw Aaron and my elder in a conversation.
Fozo, thank goodness you're okay.
The hunter's plan, it's begun.
I know. I saw all of it. If they do this to the entire realm, it will never be habitable for any of us. We have to storm their outpost now, and we have to take Odin down. On days 95 to 99, Aaron and I stormed the main hunter's outpost. There was a whole row of hunters in the front waiting for us, with Odin standing high above, commanding them.
I knew you'd show yourself. Finally here to meet your fate.
No, I'm here to stop you.
Have it your way. Men, attack!
The monster hunters rushed in towards Aaron and I and started to slice us with their axes. Aaron took to the skies, summoning gusts of wind to take down groups of them at a time. While he was fighting, I also rushed in and used all my abilities I gained along the way in my journey. I summoned my sonic boom tornado, bit at them, anything to take them down. With Aaron and I's teamwork, we were able to take down most of the group. I looked up and watched as Odin stood in his empire as lightning struck all around him. He's waiting for me.
Go! I will hold the rest of them off!
On day 100, I made it in the center of the courtyard where Odin was standing.
Today's the day you'll finally learn your place in this world.
No, today's the day you learned how wrong you've been. You will regret your actions, and when you're gone, this world will be a better place. Odin got frustrated and rushed in to attack.
Yeah!
His weaponry was way heavier and stronger than his other hunters, and every hit he dealt did a massive amount of damage. With his deadly weaponry, he was even stronger than before. I fought back, shooting out any ability that I could think of. I can't let everyone down. He was very fast, and I could tell he had a lot of experience as a fighter.
I will not let a worm take this from my clan!
I kept fighting fighting until I released my sonic boom tornado one last time. But this time, it was completely surrounding him.
What is this?
Your end. I shot at him with all of my abilities as he started to grow weaker and weaker.
No! No!
With one final attack, Odin was defeated. Yes! Now it's time for us creatures to live in peace. On day 1, I spawned in as a baby warden shark. I was in an underwater ancient city and watched as my fellow warden sharks were being attacked by an army of drowned. What's going on?
Son, over here!
I saw both of my parents and quickly started to make my way over to them.
Quickly, we must escape before.
Just then, a swarm of drowned shot up from the depths, capturing my parents. Mom? Dad? No! The Drowned King then emerged from the swarm, and I quickly hid to avoid his detection.
Another domain falls to the drowned. Come, my army. Let us conquer the next.
This can't be happening. As the horde swam away from the ancient city, I chased after them. I have to save my parents. I continued to follow them into the next day until I found myself in front of a massive underwater fortress. There were drowned everywhere. How am I gonna get past them? I then noticed my parents at the top of the building in front of the Drowned King.
Irritating creatures, you shall be free no longer. Bow before the might of the drowned.
The king shot a powerful blast and suddenly transformed them both into drowned sharks. No! The Drowned King heard my cry and snapped around.
Another one? Bring me that warden shark.
My parents then immediately shot towards me with the intent to kill. Oh no, I have to get out of here. I was too small and weak to do anything but swim away, with my zombified parents closing in right behind me. By day 3, I was swimming as fast as I could, but my parents were catching up. I was trying to use the nearby kelp to lose them, but nothing was working. Think, Fozo. Think! I noticed a nearby cave and dove in just before my dad could land a bite. Whew! I'm finally safe. Just as I was beginning to relax, the entryway was destroyed, revealing both of my parents. No, please, it's me, your son. They were about to attack me when suddenly a dolphin swam in between us. My parents lunged at him, but he was able to easily evade them and hit them with a special attack.
Follow me, little warden shark!
I was graced with the incredible speed from the dolphin, and we quickly swam away, finally escaping my drowned family. Once we were in a safe space, the dolphin introduced himself as Raiden.
I'm glad to see that one warden shark survived the attack. I've been spying on the Drowned King for a while now, and witnessed your city fall.
Then you saw my parents get turned into monsters. I have to save them. He told me that I was far too weak to fight anything, let alone the Drowned King's army.
I know of 5 ancient hearts of the skull. Each one you possess will make you stronger in different ways, but I only know where one of them is.
If I find them all, then I'll be strong enough to defeat the Drowned King and save my parents. Where do I begin? The next day, Raiden led me through a cave until we came across an opening that led to a large temple. We went inside and found a heart of the Skulk sitting on a pedestal in the middle of a room. Perfect! I then swam towards it.
Bozo, wait!
As I grabbed the heart, the area began to shake violently before drowned guardians broke through the temple walls. We were completely surrounded and things looked hopeless. But then I felt something growing from inside of me. I grew into an adult-sized warden shark and gained 5 more hearts. I felt so strong. As the guardians began to attack, I realized that I had a powerful warden bite. They were strong, but with my new ability, I was able to eventually take them all down. Man, and with no hearts to spare.
See, this is why you're so important, Fozo. You are the only one who can use these skull cards, and with them, we can finally end the Drowned King's reign.
Together, we left the temple, but were quickly interrupted by a rumbling noise. Wait, Raiden, do you hear something? We both turned around, only to see a massive wave barreling towards us.
Swim!
We tried to swim as fast as we could, but found ourselves swept away into a powerful wave, causing me to pass out. On day 5, I slowly woke up in a cove. What happened? I noticed that my hearts were really low. Did that wave almost kill us?
Bozo, I sense another wave on its way! We have to shelter ourselves, now!
You're right. I quickly noticed a sunken ship in the cove and collected materials from it before making a set of stone tools. I was even able to find some emeralds and iron in the chest. From there, I got enough materials to start making myself and Raiden a large underwater shelter. I even added a wall alongside the coast to prevent any other tidal waves from hitting us. Just as I finished, I heard a large slam.
Looks like you finished just in time, Bozo.
I then noticed my hunger was getting low. Using my new bite ability, I went around the bottom of the ocean and hunted down some fish. This ability is amazing. I wonder if each heart of the skulk will give me a new one. As I finished eating, Raiden and I heard a noise coming from the surface. I looked around and saw a huge wooden object. What can that be? I swam up on day 6 and peeked out of the water to see a massive ship floating in front of me. It looks like it's full of pirates? I then looked over and saw the captain talking to none other than the Drowned King.
Yar, it be a deal. Then the water's surface now belongs to you, Captain Deadbeard. Take this book and guard it with your life. If it is combined with the sacred skulk artifacts, then our drowned curse can be broken, which can't happen.
The king tossed the pirate captain a strange-looking book. Wait, if I have that, then I can save my family.
And be on the lookout for a baby Warden shark. He escaped my new pets.
Pets? Those are my parents. I got angry and swam closer to the boat, but suddenly was pulled under the surface. Ah, what's happening? I noticed that there was a large patch of magma blocks. I began taking damage. This isn't good. Luckily, I was able to break free before I lost too many hearts. When I re-emerged though, I saw the ship sailing away. No, I couldn't let them get away. I have to get that book. I continued to follow the ship into the next day until it eventually docked by land. Finally. Now to sneak on board. Unfortunately, there was no way for me to reach the deck from the water. While searching for an alternative route in, one of the pirates spotted me.
Ahoy! That's Warden Shark Beoy here!
A bunch of pirates then rushed out from the ship and started shooting at me. Ah! I have to get out of here! I pushed myself back into the water and quickly swam down while dodging their bullets. I need to get stronger before I can take them on. Just then, I noticed the clownfish watching me from behind some kelp. Hey, buddy, do you know?
Don't eat me!
The fish bolted away. Hey, wait! I'm not gonna hurt you!
No way! I'm not falling for that!
Finally, I cornered the little guy in a small cave. Hey, man, I'm not hungry, okay? I'm just looking for some hearts of the skulk. Do you know anything about them?
You mean you're not gonna eat me?
The fish seemed suspicious of me, but then swam closer.
Yeah, okay, sure. I know about a heart, but if I help you, then you gotta help me with something.
Deal. What do you need help with? On day 8, the clownfish brought me to a coral reef. Oh, wow. This place is beautiful.
My home is down there, and I was taken over by the drowned. If you help me retrieve my joke book, I'll take you to the heart. I'm a clownfish. I need my jokes.
We began to swim down when I saw a movement behind the coral. What the? Suddenly, drowned eels swam right for us.
Oh, no!
I went in and fought them. Their attacks were tough, but with my new Warden bite, I can tell it was severely damaging them. After a little while, I was finally able to take them all down.
Wow, thanks, man. These waters are getting dangerous. To be honest, you're the first non-drowned guy I've seen in a while.
Yeah, well, you're the first fish that I haven't wanted to eat. You should stick with me. Us survivors gotta stick together, right? I could tell that the clownfish was grateful. Both him and I went inside his small, broken home before I went into a nearby chest. Just as he said, there was his joke book.
Thanks, Warden Shark. I don't know what I would do without this. The name's Marlton.
Of course. Now, you said you can show me towards the next heart? The clownfish nodded and started to lead the way. On days 9 to 10, we reached a strange crevice in the middle of the ocean. Whoa. What is this place? Marlton brought me further down until he beelined it out of nowhere. Hey, why would he just leave me? Was this a trap? I heard a loud noise coming from the bottom of the cave and decided to follow it. I reached an underwater cave tunnel. While traveling, I managed to find some iron alongside the cave walls. With it, I smelted some and crafted myself some iron armor and tools for my journey. Who knows what's ahead? I kept going until I reached an opening. This has to be where the sound was coming from. All of a sudden, a huge creature slowly started to rise behind me. I turned around, only to see a giant killer whale staring me down. Ah! The killer whale said nothing and immediately started to attack me.
Leave my home at once!
I tried to fight back, but I could tell my bites weren't doing that much damage to it. Okay, I'm leaving. I was swimming away, and the whale was charging right behind me. On days 11 to 12, I managed to find a small crack in the cave wall. I quickly went through it, which bought me enough time to escape the killer whale. Phew, that was close. I kept going until I found an underwater room that was holding the second heart of the skulk. Wow, I guess Marlton was telling the truth. I swam over and picked it up. My scales then changed, and I gained 5 more hearts. I feel so much stronger. My celebration, though, was cut short because the killer whale blasted through one of the cave walls. Ugh, you've got to be kidding me. The whale charged in, but thanks to my increase in strength, I was putting up a way better fight. The whale even noticed this and started to flee away. Yeah, that should teach you not to mess with the Warden shark. I was leaving the crevice when Marlton reappeared. Oh, there you are. Thanks for the backup back there.
Sorry. I had stage fright, I guess. It looks like you've gotten stronger. I told you I know where it was. I just wish I still had a home.
Come on, Marlton. I think I know a perfect spot for your new one. On days 13 to 14, I began building up Marlton's new house at our cove. He was quite small, so I wasn't too worried about the size of it. And done. How do you like it?
Say, thanks, Fozo. This place looks great. All that's missing now is a small stage to do my little comedy shows. I can't wait.
That sounds amazing. I quickly left to go check on Raiden, but to my surprise, he wasn't home. I wonder where he could be. I thought back to the pirate and knew if I wanted to find that book, I would have to find a way to get on land. I looked at the shoreline, and for some odd reason, I had the urge to walk on the beach. Once I did, something began to happen. Thanks to my second upgrade, my body changed, and 2 legs sprouted out, giving me the ability to walk. Ah! I began taking my first steps. Okay, this feels weird. I was making my way further away from the ocean, filled with excitement. I was the first shark with legs? Awesome! My excitement got cut short because I began to realize that I couldn't breathe. My heart started depleting and I needed to get back to the water fast. Oh no, what do I do? With no water in sight, I knew that I was done for. Right before death, a villager ran in and dumped a bucket of water onto me. Oh, that's so much better. Hey, thanks for the save.
Wow, you are an ugly one, aren't you? Look, I saved you, so don't kill me.
Of course I won't. Would you happen to know a way around this breathing problem I'm facing here?
I may have something. Follow me, ugly shark.
The villager and I hurried over to a coastal village. I was holding my breath as long as I could. He introduced me to another villager in a robe. I explained my problem to him, and he pulled out a special potion.
Well, I do have this permanent potion of air breathing. It's useless to us.
Cool. Can I have it then?
No, idiot. I want emeralds. I'm a villager.
Oh, right. Thankfully for me, I found some days ago. The villager then dropped me the potion. I drank it and immediately felt way better. Awesome! I was quickly interrupted by the sound of a dolphin. Can this be? I left the villagers' homes and made my way to the coast. Sure enough, Raiden was there waiting.
Fozo, there you are. And you have legs. Anyway, listen, that pirate ship we saw earlier, I've been following its trail, and it's currently docked at a shoreline close by.
It is? Maybe with my new legs, I can stand a chance. I left the shoreline and quickly followed Raiden. Sure enough, the pirate ship was exactly where he said it was. If we're able to get that book that holds the cure, we can reverse all of this.
I have an idea. Let's just hope it works.
On days 17 to 18, I used my newly acquired legs and jumped aboard the drowned pirate ship. I looked around and noticed all the pirates were sleeping. I need to stay quiet then. I snuck my way into the captain's quarters just to find the captain himself snoozing in his chair. Right next to him was the magic book. I guess this will be easier than I thought. Oh no.
No, Ma. I don't regret me life choices. You'll never understand me.
That was close. I crept closer and grabbed the book.
What? Ahoy! That blasted warden shark be in me quarters, and he got legs!
Uh-oh. I quickly ran out onto the deck, but found myself cut off by the drowned pirates. They all attacked me, and I did my best to fight them with my warden bite. I even knocked some into the water, where Raiden was waiting to finish them off. Just then, Captain Deadbeard came out of nowhere and knocked me back. I tried to bite him, but it seemed to have little effect, and I soon found myself surrounded by his men.
So, ye thought ye could just take me book and leave, did ye?
Trapped? I had to think fast. I yelled out to Raiden and tossed the book overboard.
No!
The captain then knocked me out before turning to see Raiden escaping with the book.
Curses! You'll pay for what you've done, Warden Shark.
I woke up the next day to find myself locked in a cell. Standing right next to me was a little baby whale. Oh my goodness. Are you okay, little guy?
Hey, mister. No, I haven't had water in days.
He didn't look like he would last much longer. Why would those savages do this?
Why, to strengthen our army, of course. The Drowned King and I have big plans.
You would even turn this poor baby whale into a monster?
What care be it o' mine? As long as I help the Drowned King, I get to rule the seas above with no competition.
Suddenly, the whole ship began to shake violently. What's going on?
Yar! It be that cursed beast again!
Water then started to pour in as the ship began to crack. Seeing a hole, the baby whale and I quickly escaped into the open water. We both turned around to see that a giant drowned jellyfish had crushed the ship and dragged it under the surface. He doesn't seem friendly. The jellyfish must have noticed us because he immediately began to swim in our direction. On days 21 to 23, the drowned jellyfish tried to attack the baby whale. I stepped in and used my bite on it. It looks like even my bite was stronger because this jellyfish was definitely taking some damage.
The Drowned King will be happy once you're dead.
I spoke too soon because his attacks hurt a lot. Ah! I thought I was done for when all of a sudden, the giant killer whale I saw previously jumped in. It started to attack the jellyfish as well. With our combined strength, the jellyfish stood no chance and was soon defeated.
You found my precious baby!
Mama!
I'm just happy you guys are safe now.
I'm sorry for trying to hurt you before. I thought you worked for that horrible Drowned King. He took everything from me.
Well, I'm doing everything in my power to stop him. If you guys need a safe place to stay, then I have the perfect place for that.
Ahoy! You summoned me?
I have been informed that the Warden Shark took the book I ordered you to protect with your life.
Aye, but your drowned jellyfish attacked me, and...
Excuses! Kill that shark! It's his head or yours!
All three of us returned back to the cove on days 24 to 26. I quickly found a nice spot for them and made them their own home that was roomy for their size. Looking at the entire cove, I knew that this place was coming along nicely.
Thank you so much for your hospitality.
I was about to say you're welcome when I was quickly interrupted by a joke.
All right. What do you call a fish with no eyes?
Keep working on it, buddy.
I noticed he didn't have a full audience watching, but with the amount of fish we were saving, I knew that that would change soon. I swam over to Raiden, and he was happy to see that I was okay.
I've done lots of readings on this book for the cure. In order to make it, looks like we'll need 3 different skulk items. The skulk magma seeds, the skulk bone, and the skulk tendril. Each seem like they're going to be harder and harder to get, so you should still upgrade as you find them.
Good idea. Where's the first item?
The skulk magma seed is in an ocean that is much hotter than the rest. The Nether. I know of an abandoned portal, but you must get the rest of the resources if you wish to activate it.
Sounds like a plan to me. Where is this portal? On days 27 to 29, I was going to various locations to find the leftover ingredients. Using my new amazing legs, I went on the shoreline and was able to grab myself a flint to make flint and steel. After that, I found the right amount of obsidian down below an underwater cave, and luckily, there were enough enough diamonds for me to make a pick and collect the obsidian. I then made my way over to where the portal was located. This is too easy. I put the blocks on the portal and was about to activate it when...
Would you look at this? The last Warden shark running away from its destiny.
You hurt my parents. You've hurt many different lives in this ocean. I will do what I have to in order to stop you.
Don't you already see that it's too late? I have this ocean in my grip. Once I have you, it won't stand a chance.
All of a sudden, a bunch of other drowned were summoned around me. Knowing that I had no other choice, I ignited the portal and escaped. I made my way on the other side of the portal and knew that I had to act fast. I quickly pulled my pickaxe out and started to mine the obsidian behind me. Once the portal was broken, I knew that I was safe for now. I looked over and saw a giant lava ocean and made my way over to it. Since I was part Warden, it meant that I was immune to lava. I was about to make my way inside of it when...
Hey, you can't enter, man!
Whoa, calm down.
Do not tell me to calm down! You understand how hot-headed I am? Especially after those new lava guys came here and started taking my stuff. All the Striders are never letting anyone roam in these oceans again.
Your stuff?
Yeah, us Striders, we love our golden warped fungus. But we haven't had any since... Man, I can't even remember.
Let's make a deal. I bring you your golden warped fungus back, and you let me into your oceans. What do you say? On days 33 to 35, I made my way through the Nether looking for the golden fungus. I followed the Strider's instructions and made it to a tall-looking tower. I wonder who stole their food. Right before I made my way inside, I was quickly stopped by a horde of lava drowned. You guys are here too? Every attack they hit dealt some serious fire damage to me. I attacked bite after bite until I took down the last one. From the looks of things, he dropped a key. I picked up the key and then noticed a locked door. I wonder where this leads. I opened the passageway and made my way up the tower. I made it to the rooftop and there was someone there waiting for me.
Who dare disturb me?
So, are you the one who took the Strider's fungus? The skeleton didn't listen to me though and began to attack. It shot out attacks that withered my hearts away. I tried to get close to bite, but it always had the upper hand with its long range. What am I supposed to do? Suddenly, I looked over and saw that the skeleton was guarding the third heart of the skulk. Perfect! Knowing that I was low, I made my way over and absorbed it. Like last time, I had a huge sensation of power that emerged within me. I gained 5 more hearts and now had a sick trident. The skeleton continued to attack, but with my new trident, I was able to throw it at her, greatly weakening her. With one more throw, the skeleton was down. I then looked down and saw that she dropped the golden fungus. Lava ocean, here I come. On days 36 to 38, I returned to the Strider and gave him his golden fungus.
Oh yeah, baby, this is the stuff. You are allowed entry.
Now that I was in the ocean, I swam my way through, being able to explore many new areas. I followed my instincts until I was met by a lava ocean Nether city. The place looked really run down and even had vines hanging low off the roofs. A loud rumble started to fill the area, and that's when I looked up and noticed a bat on one of the towers. Hey, is everything all right?
Oh, I didn't realize anyone was here. I used to be able to enjoy the view of my beautiful town, and now it's a mess because of these blinding vines.
Wait, how can you see? You know what? Never mind.
I know why you are here, Warden Shark. You seek the first ingredient, the Skulk Magma Seed, to aid you in your quest. I shall give it to you, but only if you help me get rid of these things.
Sounds like a deal. I swam around and looked up. How am I supposed to reach those? I then came up with an idea. Using my new trident, I was able to throw it at the vines, which caused them to break. I threw it one by one until eventually all of them were gone.
Thank you so much. A deal is a deal.
The bat then dropped down and handed me over the first ingredient for the cure, the Skulk Magma Seed. Perfect. The next day, I exited the Nether through another portal, and I found myself in a new cave. I decided to explore for more resources and found diamond ore to craft myself a full set of armor. Sweet. I then made my way out and immediately noticed movement to my right. Who's there? I heard it again and turned to see my parents swimming right after me. Oh no! I didn't have time to react and was attacked by both of them. Mom! Dad! I don't want to fight you, please! I have to get out of here! I struggled and quickly swam away, but they were closing in right behind me. Wait a minute. I think I have an idea. Follow me, guys. On days 42 to 44, I arrived at my base, and they were still right behind me. Someone, help! Raiden swam out. He then built up a cage. Perfect. I swam as close as I could to it, and at the last second, I turned, causing my parents to swim right into it. Raiden then closed it off. Phew! That was a close one. Thanks.
Bold move, Fozo. What now?
Now, we just have to cure them. Hold on. I noticed that there were more fish than the last time I was here. What gives?
Oh, they're all here to see my comedy shows.
I looked around the base, and all of the other fish seemed to be happy and laughing with each other. I guess this place has become a safe space from the horrors of the Drowned King. I got to work with others to build up houses for all of the new residents. Well, all but one. A seal approached us and seemed to be having a problem.
I hear you're looking for a heart of the skulk. I've been separated from my team, but if you find them for me, they'll be able to help you. Tell them Johnson sent you.
I agreed. Not only can I get another heart of the skulk, but I can help out another sea animal. Raiden swam over because he overheard.
I'm coming too.
We traveled into the following day as the waters began to get colder. Brrr. The quick change in temperature seemed to be too much for Raiden, and he wanted to rest. I jumped up on land and placed down a campfire to warm us up.
Thanks for the warmth, Fozo. I won't be long.
I could tell something was off. Hey, are you okay?
No. I am an old broken dolphin, Fozo. When the drowned attacked my kind, my son, he was turned against me. All I could do was swim away. I lost the one thing dearest to me, and I'll stop at nothing to see the Drowned King defeated.
I'm so sorry, Raiden. Once I've grown strong enough, we'll defeat him together. As we continued our way through the Tundra River, we suddenly saw Drowned running straight for us. Oh no! Wait, they're swimming past us? Where are they going? Ow! A barrage of snowballs began to rain down on us. Ow! 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 It was too much, and both of us were frozen.
Thompson, take this intruder to the holding cell.
On days 48 to 50, I found myself stuck in ice with two weird seals staring back. The seals broke the ice around my face and began yelling at me.
Why are you helping the drowned?
Where is your king hiding? He has completely ruined our organization here, and we will stop at nothing to stop him.
Hey, I'm not with them. I'm trying to defeat the Drowned King. The seals didn't believe it and kept interrogating me. Johnson, he sent me.
Johnson? I'll be. He's telling the truth, Navy SEALs.
Navy SEALs? Oh. They broke me out of the ice, and I realized that Raiden was missing. Where is he? The SEALs seemed confused and explained that they only found me. What? I ran back outside, but he was nowhere in sight.
You know, there's a camp just down the river converting fish life into the drowned. And if I'm being honest, we have a suspicion that that is where the next heart of the skulk is located.
Maybe he was there. I have to save him. I jumped into the river and swam towards the camp. Once I arrived, I saw drowned everywhere. I was about to swim in when a freaky drowned beast burst into the camp.
Intruder! Kill!
I tried to fight him, but my attacks were barely doing anything. This guy was just way too strong for me. He was dealing so much damage. How am I supposed to defeat this thing?
Hooah!
The Navy SEALs suddenly jumped in and started beating the monster back. Yes, it looked like we were going to win, but the beast jumped up and slammed down, cracking a hole in the ground that sucked me through. Wait, no! On days 51 to 53, I got up to find myself trapped in a maze of ice. Where am I? I wandered throughout the halls until I reached a giant room filled with platforms above a void. I better not fall down there. There was an important looking door of skulk waiting on the other side. I guess I gotta use my shark legs. I began jumping from platform to platform. It was hard, and I almost fell. Ah! Oh, that was close. Finally, I managed to make it across safely. I tried opening the door, but it wouldn't budge. That's when it hit me. The door was made out of skulk? Could it be that easy? I tried using my Warden bite, and the door opened. As I entered through, I saw a heart of the skulk waiting for me on a pedestal. Grabbing it, I immediately gained 5 more hearts and even grew a little in size. I felt so much stronger and had a new ability. Perfect. Now time to take down that giant drowned monster. I emerged from the depths the next day and saw the SEAL team still battling. They looked like they wouldn't last much longer. I jumped in and took a hit for one of the SEALs. It did some damage, but I still had plenty of hearts. Time to test this bad boy. I used my new lightning shout ability, which summoned a lightning bolt on him and sent him reeling back. While he was stunned, I took a few bites out of him, and before he could react, I finished him off with another lightning bolt. I feel so much stronger now. As he fell, he dropped a strange skulk bone on the floor. I ran to pick it up and realized it was the second of the 3 parts I needed for the cure. The SEAL team thanked me for the save and offered to come back to the base.
We can help protect your people from the drowned.
Awesome. We'll need all the help we can get.
Sire, a warden shark has just defeated our main camp. He is within reach of the cure. This is an outrage. How dare this shark defy my will? Get me Captain Deadbeard at once. We're changing the plan.
On days 57 to 59, the SEALs and I returned to base, and I quickly got to work creating a nice icy area for them to stay at. This cove was really starting to come along. They thanked me for their new home and immediately began patrolling the base for trouble. It's nice to finally have some security around here. I looked over at Raiden's home and knew that I still needed to find him. Where are you, buddy? I decided to venture out and see if I can find any clues. As I was looking around, I saw a dolphin washed up on the shoreline. Wait, Raiden? What happened to you?
Fozo, I'm so happy to see you are okay. When we got separated, I got scared and started to search around for you. But when I did, I got followed by an entire fleet of pirate ships. But thankfully, I was able to lose them.
I'm just glad you're okay. Just then, we heard yelling and turned to see the fleet off in the distance.
Oh no, they found us!
I went out on the following day to confront the pirates. I surfaced, ready for a fight. Back off, or I'll eat every last one of you.
Wait, I just want to make a deal.
A deal? You've tried to kill me. The Drowned Captain explained that he was only working for the Drowned King to betray him.
I don't care about the other drowned. We pirates only care about ourselves. And treasure.
Yeah? And why would I care?
The last item ye searching for be hidden with a legendary secret booty. And I be needing the shark's help to get it. I get the loot, ye get the treasure. It be a win-win.
I didn't want to trust him, but knew that I needed that cure more than anything. I jumped on board, and the pirate brought me over to his quarters before showing me a map.
X marks the spot. Our treasure lies at Skull Island, and ye are the only way inside.
On days 63 to 65, Captain Deadbeard and I docked at a dangerous-looking island. We began walking towards a cave.
Those that enter without a shark's bite never live to tell the tale.
Well, that doesn't sound scary at all. I entered and started to go deeper inside. I wonder why this place is so feared. Suddenly, I heard a loud growl. I turned around and saw a giant, deadly shark. The shark started to charge in and attack me. Ah! Back off, man. I'm one of you. It didn't listen, though, and just wanted to kill me. I had no choice and threw my trident at him, which defeated him. I guess that should show you that warden sharks are more powerful. I looked down and noticed that it dropped a key. Maybe with this, we can get into the treasure room. I continued deeper into the caverns. I eventually reached a larger room with a locked fish-shaped door. The key. I placed the key in its eye, and the door opened up, and Captain Deadbeard stepped through.
About time!
Yeah. It's good to see you too. We walked further into the cave together until we walked through a passageway that revealed an entire room filled with various treasures. Whoa! In the center of it was a pillar that held the final part of the cure, the skulk tendril. I ran over to grab it. With this, I can finally cure my...
Foolish Warden Shark, never trust a pirate. Soon the Drowned King will be here. You'll be dead, while I rule the surface in peace.
He ran over and pulled the lever, sealing me inside. No! Suddenly, I heard terrifying noises from deep below. What is that? I'm not gonna stay around and find out. I tried biting my way out, but it wasn't working, and the noises were getting louder. Think! I concentrated real hard and used my newest ability. I summoned a lightning bolt down into the bars, destroying them. I'm free! Even though that pirate betrayed me, at least I have the final piece to the cure. Now, time to go save my mom and dad. I returned to base as fast as I could. Raiden, I did it! I got all of the cured items.
Perfect, Fozo! Quick, hand them to me! With the book, I can make the purifier!
I handed the items to Raiden, and he quickly threw me back something. It was the cure. I picked it up and went to my drowned parents. I hope this works. I put it down right in front of them, and it began to suck the curse from them, turning them back into warden sharks.
Son, you saved us!
Mom! Dad!
We are so proud of you.
I'm glad you're okay. My parents explained that while they had been cursed, they learned of the Drowned King's secret operation.
He is up to something, Fozo. Please be careful. We are all in trouble.
The next day, I made my way back to the King Drowned's base. My parents said I would find out more deep underground. I noticed that there were many drowned roaming around, so I did what I could to be as stealthy as possible. I found the way down and snuck my way around until I spotted the Drowned King talking to one of his minions.
Sorry, sire. We can't find the skulk wave.
The skulk wave?
Idiot! If that Warden Shark gets to it first, he'll be able to free the entire ocean from my spell at once. I won't let that happen! We must enter the deep dark!
The deep dark? In other words, the Warden's dimension. The only way there is through an ancient city. Great. No matter. I have to find a way to before he does. This is how I'm gonna stop the Drowned King. I knew the only way to figure out more about my dimension was to search my old homeland. The last time I was here was when it was completely taken over. Now, it was completely desolate. I noticed the portal in the middle. This is great, but how am I supposed to open this? Just then, I got shot from behind. I turned around to see Captain Deadbeard before me.
Your escape made me look like a fool in front of the Drowned King. For that, I'll make sure you never leave this city alive.
The captain charged at me and started to shoot at me with his explosives. It's time for payback. I attacked him too. We dealt blow for blow, but his attacks were really strong. Suddenly, I had an idea. I waited for him to attack again, and as soon as he did, I threw my trident through his explosive. Deadbeard was gone, and it looked like he dropped a treasure chest. I placed it on the ground, and suddenly a bunch of treasure started spitting out of it. Whoa! Among it was a weird-looking orb. I have a strange feeling. I swam up to the portal with the orb, and it fully ignited the middle portal in the ancient city. Whoa! Deep dark, here I come. On days 81 to 85, I entered the deep dark. Okay, I just need to find the skulk wave. But where could that be? I continued searching until I saw a giant skulk worm fighting off the Drowned King. Oh no, he found a way in. I was about to help, but he quickly was able to defeat it.
It's not here. I must keep searching.
The Drowned King left without noticing me. I quickly made my way over, only to see that he was right. There was nothing here.
Mama?
I heard a noise and turned around, only to see a small little deep dark mob, saddened over the loss of the worm. My goodness, was this your mother?
Yes, she was trying to keep our dimension safe, but that evil drowned man has come and has started to kill everyone for what he wants.
Well, that's why I'm here. I plan to stop him, but first, I need to find the skulk wave.
The skulk wave? That's what my mama was trying to hide from the evil drowned man. I know where you can find it. Follow me. We must move quick.
On days 86 to 90, my new friend and I went swimming deeper into the deep dark. We were swimming for a while until we found a temple located in the middle of an ocean.
This is where the Skulk Wave should be located.
I told them to stay here while I go in to further investigate. I swam inside and found a pedestal waiting for me. But wait a second. After a second glance, this was the final heart of the Skulk. I took it. I gained 10 more hearts and grew a lot more in size. I noticed that my armor also got transformed into full Warden armor. A new item appeared in my inventory. There it was, the Skulk Wave. I was about to celebrate when I heard a loud commotion outside. I swam back out, only to see my new friend panicking.
Oh, we must go quick. I think the Drowned King is on his way.
You're right, Steep. Come on, let's get out of here. My new friend Steep and I left the dimension and made it back to base. I can tell that he was weirded out by the sunlight. Not used to it, are ya?
No, not at all. But looking around at this place you've built up, I think I'm gonna grow to love it.
I was happy to hear that and decided to build him a small home right next to mine. He was so young, I knew that it would be my responsibility to help raise him. I swam over to my parents and told them the good news.
Son, you could not have made us happier.
This isn't over yet, though. The Drowned King is strong. We can't let our guard down.
They're right. If we want to attack, it has to be now. And it has to be you.
I think it's time. I left the cove, only to see the Drowned King and his army there waiting for me.
So, Warden Shark, I know you have the item. I will not let you do this.
Your time of running this ocean is over. What you did to my parents, to countless families out there, it is unexcusable. And soon, you will learn to regret it.
No, it shall be you that regrets ever facing me and my army.
His army started to swim towards me to attack. Just as they did, I pulled out my Skulk Wave item and ignited it. This caused a huge sound wave to emerge throughout the water, curing any lost soul back to who they once were. Eels, jellyfish, sharks, all of them were back to normal.
Kill the shark!
I swam in and started to attack all of the drowned. There were a lot, but with my new upgrades, they stood no chance against me. Bite after bite, trident after trident, they were all going down like flies. As I killed the last one, I noticed the Drowned King retreating. Oh no, you don't. On day 100, I was swimming after the king before he stopped and floated in the center of an arena.
You took everything from me.
No, I took back what was rightfully mine, the ocean.
Let's end this.
The Drowned King and I both charged into each other. His attacks were really strong. Every hit he dealt took away a lot of my hearts. I thought I was strong enough. I was getting low and he was about to kill me. Oh, no!
Any last words, you stupid shark?
Leave him alone!
Out of nowhere, Raiden appeared, saving my life. Thank goodness you're here. Let's finish this.
Together!
Raiden and I both went in and started to attack the king at once. The battle was long and one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do. But with Raiden by my side, our damage combined was overwhelming him.
Curse you!
Just like that, the Drowned King was defeated. We did it, Raiden. The ocean is our home again. On day 1, I spawned in as a baby warden snake. I quickly noticed that I was inside my ancient city with all of my people slithering around.
My little boy, look at you. Welcome to your new home.
Just then, the entire city began to shake. What's going on? Our city portal activated and was shortly followed by a bunch of void zombies. They immediately started to run through our kingdom and kill my people.
Yes. Our conquest for the overworld has officially begun.
A void zombie then charged in and began to hit me. But my mom stepped in the way and started to fight it off. Mom!
Bozo, leave now! I love you!
I watched as the void zombie killed my mother. No!
A baby warden snake. We must kill it too.
Oh no! The void vulture then used a special ability on me, which summoned void spikes from above. As soon as they hit, I was blinded. Because of this, I accidentally fell down a deep pit.
Don't let him get away.
Where am I?
Come, young one.
Who said that? I followed the voice, with my vision slowly coming back. This then revealed a much older warden snake in front of me. Who are you?
I am an elder, and I can sense your fear.
Our people, my mom, they're gone. Of course I'm afraid. I don't know what to do.
Calm. Stay calm. It seems as if the ancient city portal has finally opened up again. This isn't good.
Again? What does that mean? The elder snake started to slither away through the lush cave. Hey, come back! We reached a clearing, and far off on the other side of it was a scale?
Not just any scale. A warden scale, said to grant our species with incredible abilities. Go, grab it.
Deep down, I knew I needed it if I wanted to stand a chance against those void mobs. I followed the elder's instructions and was about to collect it when out of nowhere, a lush tarantula dropped from the ceiling. Oh no. On day 3, the tarantula charged in and started to attack. I tried my best to fight against it, even trying to bite at it every chance I had. But with one giant hit, the tarantula hit me aside. Ah! Oh no, I'm done for.
Stay back!
The elder jumped in and started to fight it off. He had incredible strength and abilities. With one more attack, the elder successfully took the tarantula down. You did it!
Go, grab the scale.
I did as ordered and went forward to pick it up. Because of this, my body began to change. I gained 5 more hearts and turned into a larger warden snake. I even have little warden antlers now. Because of this, I now had an amazing warden/ability. Whoa!
Great work, young one. There is said to be 5 warden scales in total, each dropped down from past warden snake warriors.
If that's the case, I'll do whatever I can to find all 5 so I can take down that void army. Where do we begin? On day 4, the elder and I ventured out far throughout the lush caves until we came across a nice opening to the overworld. Whoa. I think this would be a perfect place for our new home. I went out and was able to make myself a set of stone tools. From there, I got the right amount of materials to make my very own snake house. I knew the elder would be right by my side, so I made him a nice little home as well. Now, I just need to find those other scales.
And fast! Those void mobs want nothing but destruction.
But why? Why would anyone want that?
Well, little one, a long time ago, there was a war between the overworld and the void creatures. The overworld was destined to lose. But thanks to us wardens, we were able to create something, a turning point in the war. With this creation, it sucked and dragged all the void mobs through inside a prison of eternity. Supposedly, this void army works for someone, or should I say, something, and it wants revenge. If it makes it through, there's no winning against them.
Oh my goodness. My tiny warden antlers then started to go off. Whoa, my antlers can do that? I better go see what's going on. On days 5 to 6, I followed the noise until I arrived at a large wooden dam. On top of it, lied a camp. Is that a platypus and a goblin?
Leave my home alone, cave goblin! Why are you even above ground to begin with?
Some purple guys came in and kicked me out. This place is mine now.
Wait, purple guys? Does he mean the Void Army? I need to find out more. Hey, leave the platypus alone! I ran in, which caused the goblin to stop.
Run!
Ah! What the heck? Get back here! I chased the goblin all the way until he was cut off by a mountain cliffside. Aha!
Leave me alone!
No way, man. You said some people took your home? Talk. now.
Fine, yeah. I saw some purple zombie people walk through my base, and with it, they spread around some purple goo as well, saying they needed to take down the rest of the Warden species.
Oh no, I need to find the rest of those scales fast.
Scale? I sold one of those a while back to some desert people. Idiots. Now I'm rich because of it.
Wait, really? Listen, if I help you get your home back, do you think you can show me where the scale is?
Deal.
On day 7, I was escorted by the goblin trader down a weird cave of sorts.
It's not that weird.
We made it to his home, which was now fully taken over by the void gooish blocks. The void. It's spreading.
Come on, we gotta keep mining away. Yeah. Get the right amount of materials, yada yada.
Okay, if we want to win this fight, we're gonna have to be silent and tactical.
Charge!
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I charged in with the goblin trader, and together, we started to fight off the void minions. They use their deadly void attacks, but because of my new upgrade, I was putting up a way better fight. With one more slash, the void walkers were both down for the count. Ha! Nice. I then watched as the purple void blocks began to disappear. So, when we take down their kind, the land changes back too? Good to know.
Hey, thanks, Snake. Here, I'm a goblin of my word.
The trader then threw down a goblin compass.
This will take you to where I traded the scale.
Whoa, thanks.
But be careful. The people who took it are very dangerous.
On day 8, I followed the goblin compass, leading me deep within a desert. It didn't take long until I came across a giant hollowed out fossil. Inside of it held an entire town. Whoa.
Ah! A snake! Attack!
Wait, no! A bunch of tiny cactuses all emerged from the buildings though and started to attack me with their tiny spears. Hey, guys, cut it out.
Snake beast, you have been captured.
What? No, I haven't. That didn't even hurt.
As our prisoner, I shall escort you to our king.
I walked along the cactuses until we reached a desert-looking throne room. Sitting on it was a king.
Settle down, Cactums. What brings someone like you here, Snake?
I'm here looking for one thing, the Warden scale.
Our precious scale? It serves our kingdom good luck. We would never just give it away.
Just then, I realized the scale was being held up inside of the room. Hey, there has to be a way I can get it from you guys. The king then walked out to the entryway of their town, and I followed.
Far off on the other side of this desert valley reside the sand scorpions. They have been nothing but trouble to us, always attacking just to kill. Take them down, and I will consider giving you the scale.
On days 9 to 10, I followed the cactum's instructions until I reached a creepy desert cavern entrance. Did I think this through? I made my way deep underground until I found the large desert scorpion.
They found us. No!
Aha! Take this! I charged in and started to attack it. Ha! This fight was too easy. It's almost like he's not fighting back. Wait, why isn't he fighting back?
Please, just leave us alone!
What? Why? I thought you guys were evil monsters. The cactum said...
The cactums? They are the real monsters! We used to live in an amazing fossil empire, but one day they stormed in and kicked us out. Ever since then, they've been trying to kill the rest of us!
Oh my. I looked around and saw all of the other desert scorpions. They all looked so weak. You really are telling the truth, aren't you? Those cactums lied to me. Don't worry, guys. I will do what I can to help you get your home back by taking down those cactuses. Then I'll be able to take that Warden scale for myself. On days 11 to 12, I teamed up with all of the desert scorpions, and we were making our way back to the cactums, when all of a sudden...
Hey, there they are!
Ahead of us was a fierce-looking line of cactums in the middle of the desert field. Are they waiting for us?
Ah, so you found out the truth. I called on you to help us dispose of this desert waste, and here you are teaming up with them? For that, you shall pay the consequences! Charge!
The tiny and cute cactus victim army then out of nowhere transformed into a much larger, deadly one. Oh no. They all charged in straight towards us.
This is for my people!
We clashed and all began to fight. The cactuses would shoot out dangerous thorns at us. But with my newly found attacks and the scorpion's poison, we were putting up a fight.
No, this can't be. Long live the cactum!
And just like that, all of the cacti were defeated.
Bozo, thank you so much for helping us. Now my people are free from those monsters, and we can finally live our lives in peace.
On days 13 to 14, I helped the scorpions and brought them back to their rightful home.
It has been too long since we've rested here. We couldn't have done it without you.
I'm just glad I helped. I then went and picked up the Warden scale. With its power, I turned into an adult-sized Warden snake. I gained 5 more hearts and was now able to do a Warden snake strike. Whoa! On top of that, both my antlers and fangs had grown larger. Awesome!
Bozo, if you ever need anything, just let us know.
You know, I might take you up on that offer. With that, I left the scorpions to their new, well, old home. But as I was walking back, I noticed some weird void blocks corrupting the nearby ground. Oh my, it's spreading a lot more. This can't be good. On days 15 to 16, I followed the void blocks throughout the land. The longer I followed them, the wider the path got. I'm getting close. Just then, I arrived at an ancient city. Not only was it above ground, but it was massive. What are they planning?
What gives? They got us doing all this backbreaking work. Why does the portal have to be this big?
Supposedly, the one underground was too small for the boss to get through.
Their boss?
Supposedly, this void army works for someone. Or should I say, something.
Oh no, this can't be good.
Listen closely, you walkers. I do not want any more setbacks. We have a Warden snake on the loose, and Volkma will be here soon to claim the skies. We must take down that snake, and this world will be ours.
This Volkma must be the boss they're referring to. And from the sound of things, he is giant. I quickly looked around and noticed there were a lot of void walkers everywhere. But deep down, I knew that I had to find out more. All right, Fozo, here goes nothing. On days 17 to 18, I was sneaking my way throughout the ancient city. Okay, just whatever you do, don't get caught. I waited for void walkers to walk by, then made it to a hallway right in time. After carefully looking around, I noticed a room, and inside of it held a Warden scale. But what's wrong with it?
Why do I always get guard duty? I want to do the fun stuff, but no! Larry has to keep watch over the sacred dead skin. I mean, come on! Literally no warden would be stupid enough at all to sneak in a place like this.
This is awkward. The void walker started to panic. I can't let him alert anyone.
I gotta get out of here.
Oh, no, you don't. Using my new snake strike, I was able to cut the void walker off and take him down. This ability is sick. I then walked over to the Warden scale and realized it was damaged. How did this happen? I need to find out how to repair it, especially before their plan succeeds. On days 19 to 20, I made my way back home with the shattered scale. Elder, there you are. Listen, I found out more about what those void walkers work for. His name is Volkma.
Volkma? Oh no. The legends of him are true then. The void dragon will be among us. Fozo, this is not good.
Void dragon? Oh no. We need to stop them. Fast! Wait, what's going on here? I watched as more animals were running around, and are those new homes?
Correct, young one. The void has spread far and wide. More and more creatures are being pushed out of their homes. They need a place to feel safe.
Well, I'm glad they're here then. Look, I need to show you something. It's a shattered scale. I'm not quite sure how this is even possible.
Oh my. Well, there may still be hope to repair this scale, but we'll need to find out how.
Hey guys, I don't mean to be that guy, but I
kinda overheard your conversation. I see you trying to put an item back together, huh?
Yeah, I am. Do you think you can help me?
Well, if you noticed, I'm a piglin, and I know of a forge deep in the Nether. The Forge of Sacred Heat. But I do have to warn you, it's a very dangerous journey. If you go north from here, you should find a portal already activated.
Okay, thanks. Wish me luck.
Wait, I didn't tell you where to find the forge. He'll figure it out.
On days 21 to 23, I entered the Nether portal. Okay, now, where is this forge? I kinda left before the zombified piglin told me anything about it. Good job, Bozo. I then was interrupted by a piglin who was fighting with a magma plant.
Get lost, you idiot!
Hey, I ran in, which caused the magma plants to hop off.
Yeah, thanks for the save. I was just venturing through trying to find something, and that stupid thing attacked me out of nowhere.
Of course. I'm trying to find something too. It's called the Forge of Sacred Heat.
Oh, I know all about that place. I can show you where to go, but only if you do something for me first.
Saving you wasn't enough? Okay, what?
Listen. You help Vinny with his problem. He'll take you to the forge. You go out and find me a special type of fruit, the magma apple. I'll show you where you need to go.
Fair enough, Vinny. Just tell me where I can find what you need.
Okay, listen closely.
On days 24 to 26, I followed the piglin's instructions deep through a lava passageway.
You're looking for a magma tree deep underground.
I kept walking through the tunnels until it revealed a large underground magma cavern. Whoa! Far off on the other side lied the magma tree. Perfect. Now, just for one of its apples. I tried to go over and pluck one, but I then heard a rustling that stopped my actions. A magma monkey entered the clearing and yelled,
Ooh, leave my fruit alone!
Before I could say anything, the monkey rushed at me and used his speed to quickly strike me. Ah! Hey, that hurt! I started to fight back using my Warden strike. I was far stronger than the monkey, but I didn't want to kill it. Finally, I landed a good hit on him, which sent him scurrying up the tree.
Okay, yep, he's strong. He's definitely strong. I regret my actions.
The monkey then threw down a magma apple to me. Cool. I left the clearing and headed back to Vinny.
This tastes amazing. I feel so great. All right. Follow Vinny now.
On days 27 and 29, Vinny led me to a mountain. That is the largest nether mountain I've ever seen.
Come on, follow me.
We crossed through a walkway and made our way inside of it. Once we got to the top, we saw an entrance that led to the heart of the forge. This is it.
This place is the hottest area in the Nether, and it's all from that furnace.
I looked over and noticed a large furnace far off in the center of it. Okay, now to fix this scale. I walked up and threw my shattered Warden scale into the forge, but nothing happened. I thought this was supposed to repair it.
Only those that beat the heat may use the forge.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. There's some big monster you gotta kill. Good luck.
On days 30 to 32, the heat monster and I clashed. It began to launch magma blocks at me. Hot! I tried my best to avoid them, but they quickly turned the floor into lava. He had the advantage of range, so I had to get close. I used my snake strike to launch myself close and hit him. Once I was at a good distance, I thought I would have the upper hand, but he slammed his body into the ground, taking a lot of my hearts away. I can't give up. Not now! I struck the beast more, and with one final hit, the monster fell to the ground, letting out a large blast of heat. I did it! I then looked over and saw the newly forged Warden scale. Yes! I picked it up, causing my scales to harden. My body grew even larger, and I gained 5 additional hearts. Because of all of this, I realized that I had acquired a new ability, which allowed me to summon a large snake fang to slam into the ground. Whoa! This will be very useful.
Hey, you did it. Now, you mind taking me back to the overworld?
On days 33 to 35, I made it back to base with my amazing new friend, Vinny.
Hey, Vinny, you made it.
I got my hands on a magma apple. Now I don't look like a freak like you.
Wait, I'm so confused. You guys know each other?
Yeah, we're cousins. You didn't know?
Now I do. Knowing Vinny would need a place to stay, I quickly went out and got the right amount of materials to make a Nether-themed home. And done. I hope you like it.
Like it? I love it. This is Vinny's new bachelor pad.
After I finished his house, I started walking over to the Elder when the ground began shaking. What is going on? Help! The moldy, purple, disgusting dudes are attacking our home! Oh no, I have to help. Show me where. On days 36 to 39, I arrived at a village, and just like they said, it was being fully taken over by void mobs. Oh no. Leave me alone! Your breath is horrible! Why are they attacking this place randomly? It doesn't make sense. No matter. I have to stop them. I rushed in and started to fight off the Void Walkers. Separately, they were very easy to fight, but all together, this is tough. I used my newly found ability though, which helped me take out a few of them at once. Take this. I kept fighting until there was only one left.
You didn't even know it, but we're just a distraction.
What? What did you say? The Void Walker died, and suddenly everything around me started to rumble. Oh no. What's going on? I looked far off in the distance and watched as a beam shot out right into the sky. Oh my goodness. The ancient city portal. It's ready. On days 40 to 44, I slithered as fast as I could. I can't let them release Volkma. I can't. I arrived and everything was storming all around the city.
Yes. Yes. Come through, Volkma. Take what is rightfully yours.
You! Stop this now!
Stop this. Never. Our Void Dragon Overlord will be here. And once he arrives, there will be no hope for you.
The Void Vulture then swooped down and began to attack me. I have to stop him and shut this entire operation down before it's too late. The Vulture had very strong void attacks and even dealt blindness on me. I knew what I was fighting for though. Not just the Wardens, but for everyone. I fought back harder than I ever had before, using my newly found abilities to my advantage.
No, stop!
With one more attack, I hit the Vulture so hard that he fell to the ground. Shut this thing off, now!
Don't you see? It's too late. The Void shall win.
The Vulture died, and the entire area began to shake. Oh no, it's happening! In a large explosion, the ancient city portal was opened. Oh no.
Yes, I am finally free!
No! I wanted to go and fight, but I was too weak from both fights I just endured. I slowly started to pass out as I watched the Void Dragon take flight throughout the overworld skies, destroying everything in its path.
Fozo!
Fozo! My head. Where am I? Volkma, he's out. They've done it, Elder.
Calm yourself. I know. This is bad, but not all hope is lost.
I followed the Elder Snake throughout a swampy-looking area. Where are you taking me? Ahead of us lied a village, but something looked wrong.
I believe I've found where the next Warden scale is, Fozo. In this very swamp, there is supposedly a sorcerer who has used banished magic on this very village using the scale.
So, if I find that sorcerer, I find the scale.
With Volkma out and about, you must be your strongest if you're going to stop him, my dear boy. Please, hurry quickly before it's too late for this world.
I will. I promise. On days 48 to 50, I made my way into the village. Everything felt so weird about this place. Even the villagers did.
I like potatoes. No carrots. No potatoes.
Did they lose their brains? I took one more step forward, which triggered all of them to stare at me. Hi?
Attack the intruder!
No! The villagers didn't listen though and began to charge in. I knew something was wrong and didn't want to hurt them, but I had to fight back.
Take him down in the name of Sorcerer Wit!
Wait, what? I ran out back into the swampland when... Psst, hey, who are you? I looked over and there was a muddy pig calling out to me from a nearby cave. Hey, what is going on out there?
This village, my home, it's been taken over by an evil sorcerer known as Sorcerer Wit. He's used some kind of staff to mind control all the villagers.
Oh no, and I'm guessing I know exactly what's powering the staff. Okay, look, I need to stop him.
I can show you where he lives, but just beware. He's a very dangerous man.
On days 51 to 53, I was brought back to a large-looking sanctuary of sorts. Is this it?
Yep, good luck. I am definitely not going in there.
Gee, thanks. I went inside and quickly noticed the amount of mindless mobs that were there.
Seeds, feathers, wings. Subscribe to Fozo.
Hey, maybe not all of them are so mindless. Subscribe. I kept walking until I stopped inside of a large room of sorts. On the end of it lied the sorcerer.
A warden snake? Why would someone like you enter my palace?
I looked at the staff he was holding, and just as I thought, it was being powered by the warden scale. That scale you have, I need it.
Ha! Like I would ever give it to you. Look around. Do you see the amount of power I possess?
I don't care. There's a lot more at stake here. I'm not leaving here without it.
Oh, really? Well, I will just mind control you too, then.
The sorcerer then used their staff, and my mind started to drift away. On days 54 to 58, my vision came back to me. Where am I? After a second glance, I realized I was inside of an arena of sorts.
Welcome to your mind, Warden Snake.
Wait, we are in my mind?
Correct. We shall fight, and if I defeat you in combat, your mind will forever be mine. I will be in possession of a warden snake.
No! The sorcerer then started to use his staff at me. He shot out various types of attacks, each of them hurting a lot. I knew, though, that I couldn't lose. Not with everyone counting on me. I used my warden snake strike every chance that I could, and can tell the sorcerer didn't know how to counter it. You pick the fight, you won't win. I hit the sorcerer one last time and took him down.
No!
On days 59 to 62, my vision came back to me. I was in front of the very weak sorcerer with his wand on the ground. I smashed the staff, destroying it and turning it back into a warden scale. I'll be taking this. Then from there, I upgraded. I gained 5 more hearts and now had a very dangerous spiked tail. Whoa, I'm massive. I then looked around and quickly realized all of the animals inside of this place were now free.
Thank you, Snake. You did it. You saved us all.
On days 63 to 65, I made my way back inside of my cave. I was excited to tell the elder the great news, but I soon realized that something was wrong. The void, it had spread throughout all of my home, making all of the mobs here sick and some even dying. How? Oh, we need to get out of here now.
There is no use in moving, Fozo. Volkma's presence is very much known, causing the void to spread like this throughout all the overworld.
I have to stop him, but I can't just leave you guys like this.
Here, follow me.
The elder brought me over to his house and handed me a book.
This book holds the location of the light orb. If you gather it, it should hopefully fight off the void here, giving us that fighting chance.
Then I will do what I have to and get it.
Good. Now you must hurry, because if you don't, all of us will die.
On days 66 to 68, I followed the Elder's book's instructions until I was able to find a large, bright palace. I'm guessing this is the place? I snuck my way through inside, looking for the light orb. A dark, small, scary tunnel? Huh, I wonder where that leads. My attention, though, then got caught by a glimmer of light across the way. I looked over, and just as I thought, there it was, the light orb. But sadly, it was occupied by 2 void walkers.
Dude, if we get this light orb, Volkma will be so pleased with us.
I know. Let's grab it.
The void walkers both walked up and attempted to touch it, but incinerated in the process? What the?
Only those not in touch with the darkness can use this orb.
Let's hope you're right. I went up, and thankfully, I was able to grab it. Sweet! I was making my way to the entrance when the entire area started to shake. Oh no! Out of nowhere, Volkma crashed down through the main entryway, and we were now face to face.
Well. So, my army has told me the truth. There is a Warden snake out trying to stop me.
I will never let you get away with this. Your army? Your mission? I will stop it.
You are foolish to think so. I was imprisoned for what felt like eons. Your kind has no idea the pain, the suffering I felt. This world needs to pay for it by dying to my void.
Never!
We will see about that.
The monstrous void dragon reared back and let out a massive breath of void that hit me. Ah! There's no way I'm gonna be able to defeat him right now. I had to escape, but where? I remembered. The tunnel. I made my way to it while Volkma tried to attack me again. But thankfully, I barely made my way inside. That was close.
You can run for now.
On days 72 to 76, I arrived back at base with the orb in hand. I noticed that the void here was just getting worse. I need to find a good spot to place this thing, and fast. I made my way to the center of the base and placed it down. This sent out a huge wave of a bright aura.
The darkness shall never prevail.
A giant pillar rose up from the ground, and the void blocks in the immediate area began to all vanish. Nice! I guess this thing really hated the void. Thank goodness. Now, just to update the Elder. Wait, where is he? I looked around the base and realized that he was nowhere to be found. Gino, have you seen the Elder?
Yeah, I did. The guy actually left you something for when you got all freaked out that he was gone.
He then dropped me a note, and I picked it up and started to read it.
The final scale. I found it. There's not much time. I need you to meet me there. You must come with haste, Fozo.
The final scale. Thanks, Gino. This is great news. I need to get going.
This guy always shows up for a day, then heads out. I don't get it.
On days 77 to 80, I made my way across the land. Jeez, how far is this place? Eventually, I arrived at a cave entrance that had been carved into a large mountain. This must be it. I made my way through the cave and came to a... Whoa, it was a giant ancient cave. I had never seen such beauty in my life. The Elder is here? Where am I gonna find him? I began to slither forward when a Warden Guardian called me from a side.
Who goes there? Only those of Warden kind may enter the ancient city.
I am of the Warden kind and was told to come here.
If that is true, then we must be sure.
What? The Guardian shot at me with a powerful Warden shout. Ah! I quickly ran up to him and struck him with my Warden strike. Take this.
Ah, you possess the Warden snake ability. You are a Warden. You are granted entry.
Thanks! Now, I just need to find the Elder and the scale. On days 81 to 85, I entered inside the main corridor. Whoa, this place is massive. I made my way through until I reached the center. And there, waiting for me, was the Elder Snake. There you are. what are you doing standing up there?
The 5th scale, young one. It is here.
Wait, really? Where? I'll go get it and...
No, Fozo. It is here. It is me. My body will supply it.
Wait, what? No, that can't be true. What does that mean? Will you be gone?
Yes, but just know that I'm so proud of you. Our entire species is. I have known all along that this day would come, and it was never easy. But deep down, I know that I'm leaving this world with someone who is worthy of saving it.
Wait, Elder! No! But just then, the Elder began to rise up slowly.
Farewell, Fozo.
The entire room began to shake, and then in a flash of white, the Elder was gone. In his place was the final Warden scale. Thank you, Elder. I won't let you down. I walked up and picked it up. Because of it, I began to fully transform. I grew even larger in size and gained 10 more hearts. I feel so strong. I now could let out a powerful Warden snake boom. Because of my shout, something began to happen. What's going on? On days 86 to 90, I looked around and was surrounded by 5 different large Warden snakes. Whoa, are you guys?
Young Warden Snake, how far you have come. We are the Warden Warriors.
I looked over at the last platform, and sure enough, there he was, the Elder Snake.
Volkmar and his void reign of horrors is getting stronger, and it is surely taking over the overworld as we speak.
What do I do, guys? How do I stop him?
Young one, let the warrior's essence run through your scales. Only then will you truly be able to stop Volkmar.
Good luck, warrior. Don't let the world down.
I won't. I promise. On days 91 to 94, I was traveling back to base, but realized that everything in the world was turning into void. Oh no, it's happening. Everything was purple, even the sky. This isn't good. I need to hurry. I slithered on as fast as I could until I reached my cave. Don't worry, everyone. I am going to stop this if it's the last thing that I do.
Please, Bozo. If you don't hurry soon, we'll die.
Just then, I heard a loud roar sound off in the distance. It's Volkmar, and it's time that I finish this. On days 95 to 99, I followed the loud dragon roars until I found myself in front of a giant kingdom. I looked up towards the top of it, and Volkmar was there, wreaking havoc.
Take this kingdom, my walkers. Show these people what an eternal prison shall feel like.
I watched as countless villagers were running away from the Void Walkers, terrified. Please, stay away! Oh no, I have to help them. I ran in and started to fend off the Void Walkers. Before, they really gave me a challenge. But now, after everything I'd been through, I took them down extremely easily. Take this. I defeated the last one and heard the loud roar again. I looked up and watched as Volkmar started to cause his own damage. I need to stop him now. On day 100, I was now face to face with Volkmar.
You pathetic snake! You think you stand a chance against me? You think you can take away my life's mission?
If I don't, then who will? The dragon then started to fly around me and attack. With his large size, it was very hard to avoid its hits. He would shoot out very powerful beams of pure void energy, and with every hit, it took away a lot of my hearts. I have to fight back. I can't give up. Since he was flying around, I made sure to shoot my new Warden shout at him. Then, while he was close, I hit him with every attack that I had.
I won't let you win! I can't let you win!
I know that I'm leaving this world with someone who is worthy of saving it.
I can't lose. I can't! Volkmar kept trying to attack me, and I perfectly waited for him to open his mouth. Then, once he did, I shot my Warden shout directly inside. This caused something to happen.
What's happening? No! No! No!
Volkma fell and blew up. He was now gone, and the entire overworld can now live in peace. On day 1, I spawned inside of a large skulk burial site as an ancient warden. I looked forward only to see that there was a large grand warden standing in front of me. What's going on?
My ancient boy, you have no idea how special you are. But we are not safe. We must go before he arrives.
Who arrives? I followed the Grand Warden, rushing out of what looked to be my Skulk Temple, only to reach a main area where the largest cosmic dragon I had ever seen was destroying my kind.
Do not let him get to the Ancient One.
All of my people were doing everything they could to defend against the dragon. Why would they do all of this just for me? But he was strong and completely obliterated them all.
Where is the Ancient Warden? I must kill him so that I can rightfully be the ruler of this realm.
Shooting stars then blasted down from the sky, summoning down a cosmic army.
Listen, that evil dragon will stop at nothing to make sure that you are dead. You must go and find all of your ancient parts. Only then can we stop him.
He then slammed into the ground, summoning a strange portal in front of me.
Find the ancient claw. Then all else will be explained.
Wait!
No! Don't let him escape!
On day 2, I fell through the portal, only to see that I was inside a strange skulk maze. An ancient claw is here? Without a second thought, cosmic men started to pour through the portal right behind me.
Get back here!
I began to run throughout the maze, doing my best to lose them. It was very tricky and even held parkour courses throughout it. Where is that ancient claw? I heard multiple of the cosmic men throughout the maze and knew that I was completely surrounded. But just then, a strange feeling filled from within, causing me to shoot out a sonic sound wave. Whoa, I can see through walls? I really am ancient. With my newfound ability, I was able to slip by my enemies one by one until finally I reached the main doorway. Sitting high up in the center of the room held the Warden Claw. How is this supposed to help me stop that dragon? I started to walk inside, but in a huge blue burst through the wall, summoned a cloaked figure.
The Ancient Warden, here for the claw, I presume.
How did you know that?
Get him!
Oh no! On day 3, the cosmic minions began to charge straight towards me, but were quickly cut off by the cloaked man.
Stand back!
He started to use his mythical powers to protect me against their brutal attacks. I could tell that he knew how to properly fight, but I couldn't just stand there and let him get hurt.
The claw, my boy! Get it!
I listened and went to pick the claws up. Because of this, it attached to my body. I now have large and sharp Warden claws, giving me 5 more hearts. Oh, yeah! I use my newfound attack to help me fight back against the last cosmic minion. With one final slash, the cosmic man was scared and ran away in fear.
We will be back!
You helped me. Why?
Because, Ancient Warden, I am your creator. You are one of many ancient creatures that I have brought into this world, each holding great power in keeping everyone safe. But the cosmic dragon, he wants to change that by killing all of you. If he does, then he can obtain your power and use it to truly take over the world.
No, I can't let that happen. Just then, a sick warden entered inside the room.
The Grand Warden, he needs you.
Oh no, I have to help. On day 4, I left the crater behind and followed the tunnel's path until I found a huge battle-torn area where my leftover wardens were hiding in. Where is the Grand Warden? I then heard explosions sound off, and I went over only to see him fighting off a large cosmic beast. I ran into the battle, doing my best to slash at the beast every chance that I could. He was a fierce opponent and launched a very heavy attack on the two of us.
We will be back for you, Ancient Warden. The Cosmic Dragon will be the world's ruler.
The beast left. Oh my goodness. They're all doing this just so they can kill me?
Thank goodness you're alive.
Yeah, but a lot of our people, they died just to save me. We need to find somewhere we can all hide, and fast. On day 5, I found a safe Skulk Valley for us wardens to stay safe in. I got enough materials, using my strong warden claws to make myself a set of stone tools. From there, I built myself and my fellow wardens our very own ancient-styled homes. I made sure mine was in the center and high up so that I can overlook my people and make sure that they were all safe.
Good job finding the Ancient Claw. As the Ancient Warden, you can grow to be the strongest ancient creature by finding the rest of your ancient parts. Each grants you incredible abilities.
As my Grand Warden finished his sentence, we both heard a loud explosion go off in the distance. What was that? I have to find out.
Wait, don't go!
I ignored him and went to investigate the noise. On day 6, I followed the explosions until I saw a golem kingdom being absolutely destroyed. Golems ran for their lives, but were quickly taken out by more of the cosmic minions. This is terrible.
You shall die!
My attention got caught by the cosmic dragon. He was fighting against the kingdom's ancient golem. The golem was doing his best, but the dragon's pure strength was too much for him.
Leave my people alone! You're a monster!
I began to run in to help, but as I did, the dragon completely decimated him. No! Because of this, his ancient power started to transfer over to the dragon.
Now the only other ancient mob that is left is that Warden. Once he is destroyed, my power will be limitless! Start searching!
The dragon took to the skies, and his men quickly followed. I ran throughout the destroyed village, only to see pure destruction. I saw a baby golem crying to himself. Hey, are you okay?
The dragon, he took my family away from me.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm trying to do whatever I can to stop him. I just need to find my other ancient parts.
Wait a minute. I think I heard something about a warden horn being held not too far from here.
That could be the next ancient part. I need to find it and get stronger. Can you tell me exactly where you think it is? On day 7, I followed the golem's directions deep into the closest desert until I finally found a lost desert city. I started to walk in, but as I did, the ground below me gave out. Where am I? I finally realized that I landed deep underground next to a hideout camp full of citizens and a small night fox.
Whoa, whoa! What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry. I'm here looking for the ancient warden horn.
Oh, that thing? Good luck!
Good luck? What do you mean? He then brought me over through the cave tunnels until we reached a clearing that led inside the kingdom. Everywhere I looked was filled with threatening musical guards.
Make sure there's no one left.
The people you saw hiding out were all residents here, protecting the ancient warden horn. We've all been pushed out by the conductor.
The who?
He's the one using your horn for his bidding. But if we take him down, then I can help my people get their homes back.
Well, I'm sure getting to him won't be easy. Do you have any ideas? On day 8, the Fox Knight and I were sneaking through the city, making sure not to be seen by any of the guards. I used my Warden sense, allowing us to avoid them every chance that we could. It wasn't long until we found a main castle.
He resides in here.
We both found a weak spot in one of the walls, and with my Warden claws, I broke right through it. After walking in, I saw that there was a man standing on a large stage with a flame on his head.
Sit down, everyone. The show is about to begin.
I looked around and noticed that he had a large crowd of musical guards watching. What is he going to perform?
Well, you don't look like my usual audience.
He turned and noticed us, causing me to see that he was using my Warden horn. Hey, that's mine.
This horn allows me to conduct my shows. The last residents here didn't appreciate them.
I don't care. It belongs to me. You kicked those poor people out of their homes, and we'll pay for that.
Very well. I guess it's time for my new performance to begin.
On days 9 to 10, the conductor began to perform, causing the entire stage around us to rumble. A very elegant song began to play, and because of this, his musical notes began to attack us? How is this even possible?
I don't know!
The Fox and I tried our best to outmaneuver the conductor's song, but he was really good at his craft. He could summon singing fish out of thin air and even encircle us with musical waves to trap us. This is so annoying. We have to get to the center. I began to slowly but surely make my way to where the conductor was.
Don't you dare ruin the show!
I then got close enough and was able to slash right at him again and again. With a few more of my hits, the conductor was down for the count. I did it!
My music will live on!
He dropped the ancient horn, and I picked it up. Because of this, I upgraded. I gained 5 more hearts, grew larger in size, and now could burst out a powerful ancient boom. This is awesome! With the music ended, the knights then seemed to snap out of a trance. The conductor must have been mind controlling them with his music.
What the? Where am I?
With him gone, my people can finally live safely in their homes again. All thanks to you.
Hey, you helped too, you know.
If only. You see, I wish to one day be the world's best knight. One that anyone would fear.
Well, why don't you join me? I'm sure that if we work together, we can make sure that that happens. On days 11 to 12, I made it back to my base with Phil, and I built him a nice night guard tower in the front of our city.
All my life, I've been wanting to prove my worth as a knight. And with you, Fozo, I just might.
As I left Phil's house and was venturing deep into my base, I noticed a Warden spider. He was mining skulk from my people's base. Hey, what gives?
The jig is up!
The spider was startled and started to run away. Hey, get back here! On days 13 to 14, I started to chase the Warden spider throughout the caves of glowing crystals. He was fast and agile, but I was slowly starting to catch up.
Look, I'm sorry, but I needed your skulk. My leader, he needs it.
What? Can't we just talk this out? But as I said this, I chased the spider into an open cavern with a massive ravine. Wait! The spider didn't listen and spun out a web that pulled him straight to the other side. No! Now how am I supposed to get him? Oh, come on. Get back here! Finally, I made it across and through the next set of tunnels, only to exit and see a large cosmic empire full of the cosmic dragon's forces. Oh no. There was cosmic energy spreading throughout the floors. And when I looked all the way at the top, there was a platform for none other than the cosmic dragon himself. He took to the air and flew around his empire, calling out to his men.
Our newly made device is finally ready. Now, with just one single warden, I can zap their essence out and track down the Ancient One.
That is not good. I can't let him find any warden kind. I looked down to see that the warden spider was running straight into the cosmic empire. No, get back here! On days 15 to 16, I began to sneak through the empire myself, but I knew I had to be careful. Come on. Where did that spider go?
Yeah!
Oh no! I ran towards the sound, just in time to see that the warden spider was being confronted by the cosmic beast.
What a perfect little coincidence. You're coming with me!
No, he isn't! I rushed in and began to try and fight him off. I attacked him with my ancient boom, and it definitely hurt him, but he still attacked with such ferocity. I felt much more evenly matched, but his attacks still hurt a lot. Suddenly, the warden spider used an opening to entrap the beast in his webs. Whoa.
What the?
Hurry, it's not safe here. We gotta go.
We both ran until we made it far enough away to feel safe again. What is going on? Why did you take our skulk?
I just really needed some skulk for my main skulk leader. It keeps him alive, and the ancient skulk he uses isn't enough anymore.
Wait, did you say ancient skulk? That's one of the items that I need. Maybe we could work out a trade?
Oh, yeah, sure. I can bring you to them, but just know that it won't be easy.
On days 17 to 18, I went with the warden spider until we reached another cavern, and at its center was a tunnel heading straight down into darkness.
My whole civilization is just down there.
Okay, well, how am I supposed to get down there?
Oh, yeah, you're not a spider. Here you go.
The spider lunged forward and bit me. Ow!
That should do it. You temporarily have warden spider abilities now. Have fun.
He jumped out over the dark tunnel and swung a web to rappel down into it slowly. Okay, Fozo, don't panic. I jumped out and shot a web out. How do I control this thing? I swung around wildly until finally steadying myself above the tunnel. Phew. I then started to slowly lower myself down inside. I really hate heights, and this is not helping. When I finally started to notice the tunnel opening, I saw a ton of warden spider eyes looking up at me. Hi? As I reached the floor, I heard a voice echo out into the chamber.
The ancient warden in my home?
I looked back to see a huge web was spun across the walls, and on it was the lead skulk spider.
I never thought I'd live to see the day we would actually meet.
On days 19 to 21, the skulk spider was looking down at me with weak but caring eyes.
I know what you are here for.
He moved aside to show he was in possession of the ancient skulk.
I am very old, and I have looked over the spiders for centuries. This precious skulk, it's the only thing keeping me alive.
I'm sorry, but I need it too. Is there anything I could do to help you?
Well, there just might be one thing that could sustain my life in place of it.
Really? What is it? The spider brought me towards a tunnel that eventually led out into the sunlight, and just across the area on the surface was a crazy looking laboratory.
There, a mad scientist makes copious amounts of potions with the DNA of my spider kind. He has a skulk potion that could suffice in feeding me.
All right, I'll get it.
But be warned, Fozo. None of my spiders have been able to stop him. You might not make it out alive.
On days 22 to 26, I slowly made my way inside of the laboratory, trying not to be spotted. I didn't see the scientist anywhere, but I did find a room full of lab equipment. And there, sitting high up on a shelf of potions, was a bottle glowing with skulk. Perfect. Now, how to get it down? I centered my chest towards the top shelf and took a deep breath in. Here goes nothing. I used my skull horn attack, trying to knock down the potion, but I missed and knocked over a ton of other ones on the floor. Uh-oh.
Who dares break into my laboratory?
Running angrily into the room was the mad scientist.
An ancient warden. Oh, how precious. An even rarer ingredient for my experiments.
He rushed in to defend his lab. He would swipe at me with his mechanical arm, so I tried to back away and use my skull horn, but he would then hurl potions at me. He was extremely tough and quickly outsmarted me in every single way. How am I supposed to beat this guy? When I finally got off my attack, I had an idea and knocked more potions down that collided into him, causing his body to change.
What have you done?
Sorry? This didn't slow him down though, as he continued to attack in his monstrous form. It was a tough fight, but I was eventually able to take him down. I went over and grabbed the skulk potion. All right, time to get out of here. On days 27 to 29, I returned to the skulk warden spider and gave him the skulk potion.
You bested the scientist.
He drank it in one gulp, and even though it was so small, the potion caused him to grow even larger.
That feels so much better. The skulk is yours.
The spider moved to the side, giving me a clear view of the ancient skulk. Yes! I ran up and grabbed it, causing me to grow even stronger. I gained 5 more hearts, and as the skulk rushed through me, I realized I had gained a new attack. I could now dig down and burst violently out of the earth. I could burrow. Awesome!
You know, all of your work here has reminded me that I'm not going to be here to protect my people forever. One day, my spiders will need someone to lead them, and I think you might be the one to do it.
On days 30 to 32, the skulk spider led me deep within a civilization and into a skulk arena full of webs.
Without the ancient skulk, it's only a matter of time before I'm gone. But you, Fozo, will lead my spiders and all the other wardens as the ancient warden. It is your destiny.
I will do it for all of the wardens and all of ancient kind.
But the question is, are you worthy?
The skulk spider then rushed in and began to attack. What the? He continued to fight me, but this time I was ready. We started to trade hits as he would launch webs and poisonous attacks at me. I retaliated with my claws, and we both were taking some heavy damage.
Are you strong enough to keep our people safe?
He flung even more webs around the arena, almost completely surrounding me. Back off! I quickly used my new ability to dig down into the earth and burst out right underneath him, knocking him back with one powerful blow.
You have bested me. Now I truly believe that you are strong enough to lead my spiders. Go, be the ancient warden, and unite us all.
On days 33 to 35, I made my way back to my ancient city base, with the warden spiders marching behind me. I was about to gather materials when I looked and saw them starting to build with their own webs. I joined them in building their very own spider home in the city. Whoa, you guys are pretty good at building with this stuff, huh?
Oh yeah, and we will do whatever it takes to help keep this place safe and protected.
Sounds like a plan.
My, Fozo. Look at you, already stepping up to our true calling.
Which is?
It's to unite and lead all the Warden kind. You have only seen a fraction of what your powers can really do.
Just then, I felt rumbling under my feet, as if it felt like the whole city was beginning to shake. What is going on? In a flash, a mystical-looking shrine was summoned into our base. Whoa, isn't that the same book the ancient creator had? I cautiously approached it, as I felt a strong pull to pick it up. Once I did, I began to read it, as my mind was filled with knowledge, and the creator appeared before me. On days 36 to 39, my vision came back, and it felt like it was only me and the creator in an ancient crypt.
You have done well to survive this long, Pozo, but you are still not strong enough yet.
I'm doing whatever it takes.
I know. That is why I am here to tell you about the next ancient heart. The ancient Warden heart.
Where is it?
You will find it within a volcano, in the depths of the fiery Nether. But no ordinary one. A deep, dark biome resides there as well. When you find that, you'll find the Skulk Nether volcano.
Well, I need to find it fast. The creator vanished without another word, and I was left there in my base as my vision returned to me. I immediately left my base and hurried back above ground. But as I did, I was completely ambushed. In front of me was the Cosmic Beast with a group of their men. What? No!
Oh yes, Ancient Warden, I have finally found you!
The Cosmic Beast and the other men began to attack me all at once. No! With one more powerful strike, I began to feel weak. On days 40 to 44, I awoke trapped in a cage and hanging above rows and rows of seating. All around in the seats were tons of cosmic minions. This is not good. The Cosmic Beast then started to approach my cage from the stands.
There's no escaping this time. We've got you. And soon, the Cosmic Dragon will be here. You're done for.
No, I'm basically dragon food trapped in here. I gotta get out. Ah! I clawed away at the cage, but it was no use. I felt completely helpless until a blast of sonic energy broke the bottom of my cage. Ah! What was that? I looked over to see the Grand Warden. What are you doing here?
Saving you! Come on, we need to go, now!
We started to run, but before we could get anywhere, the Cosmic Dragon was flying in. Oh no. On days 45 to 47, the Cosmic Dragon crashed down in front of us.
Are you trying to escape?
Back off! Let us go!
You should be careful talking to me like that. As your soon-to-be ruler, I could make your death very slow and very painful.
You are a coward! You don't deserve to rule over anyone! The Cosmic Dragon charged in, about to hit me with a powerful attack, when the Grand Warden stepped in the way. He took the hit much better than I would have, but it seemed to hurt a lot.
You must leave, now, Bozo!
But I can't leave you behind.
You aren't, because I'll always be with you! Ah!
The Grand Warden threw an attack that pushed the dragon back.
Go! Lead the Wardens and put a stop to this!
He dropped a dark nether star towards me and then ran in to face the Cosmic Dragon alone. They began to fight as the dragon took blow after blow. I picked up the item and began to use it just as I looked up to see the dragon kill the Grand Warden. No! Suddenly, the item summoned a nether portal behind me, and I had no choice but to escape through it. On days 48 to 51, I landed in a strange rocky biome in the Nether. The Grand Warden, he sacrificed himself just for me. I have to avenge him and find that deep volcano.
Keep it down. down!
I looked over and saw some magma snails cowering in fear. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not going to.
We aren't scared of you, loser! It's that wizard piglin and his stupid gauntlet! He forced us out of our home!
Really? But why? Can you show me where? I followed the magma snails as they led me through the Nether and took me across a large pool of lava.
Look, there he is!
I looked up, and directly in front of us on a netherrack beach was a tall piglin wizard destroying the homes of the snails.
Where is my gold?
Hey, man, calm down. This isn't your home. We can talk about it.
Calm down. Calm down. One of these snails took my gold, and I will not calm down.
The wizard piglin began to charge a magical attack. Uh-oh. On days 52 to 53, I realized that the piglin was trying to attack the snails. Oh, no, you don't. I tried to defend them by using my Warden boom on him, but he would reach up with his magical gauntlet and summon rifts into the air to attack me. Even teleporting in ghast-like creatures? What kind of magic is this? I pushed forwards and used the brute strength of my claws to fight him, but he was quick and I didn't want to hurt him. Please, don't you think that we can resolve this?
I'm not leaving without my gold!
I looked up past the wizard piglin to see a magma snail standing on one of the destroyed homes.
Hold it!
What? What's going on?
Fine, all right. I have your gold, dude. Here, jeez.
I knew it!
Dude, why would you take that guy's gold? Look at our homes now. It was shiny, man. Back off.
Well, I'm just glad no one had to get hurt. Now, to find that deep, dark volcano.
A deep, dark volcano, huh? I know exactly where that place is.
On days 54 to 56, the wizard piglin used his magical rifts to teleport us to the base of the deep volcano. As I looked up at it, I saw that it stood out in the Nether. Even the lava was made out of molten skulk. Whoa!
You done sightseeing? Come on, it's this way.
I followed the piglin all the way up to the top, where I looked down to see pure darkness below. Okay, so I'm supposed to go into its heart. But how?
Like this!
The piglin hit me from behind. Where am I? I looked around at my new surroundings. I was in an enclosed space, and before me were platforms above more skulk lava. Only one way to go. I began to leap between the platforms, being careful not to fall down below. As I went, the platforms began to get smaller and smaller. Come on, I'm so close. Yes, I finally made it across to see that I was in the heart of the deep volcano, but something didn't feel right. On days 57 to 59, I began to look around the room in search of the ancient heart. Wait, is this it?
That is correct.
I turned around, and appearing in the entryway was an intimidating skulk golem.
This is the ancient heart you seek, Warden, but it must be fulfilled.
Okay, how do we do that? I need it to...
Silence! I knew that one day the ancient Warden would come to this place looking for the heart. But if you want it, you must fill it.
I then noticed around the room were 3 pools of skulk lava that were connecting to the tubes of the heart. So, I just need to fill the heart.
Correct. While I test your dedication. Begin!
On days 60 to 63, the skulk golem rushed forward to attack me. Whoa! I dug into the earth to dodge his attack and appeared next to the first pool of skulk. Here goes nothing. I blasted the pool with my Warden boom, causing the skulk to shoot up and into the pipe. The heart then slightly filled. It worked.
Clever, but still 2 to go.
The golem continued to attack me, and I tried to use my abilities to my advantage, but so was he. I barely ran past him and shot into the next pool, filling the heart again.
Who are you? to be strong enough to stop the cosmic dragon?
I am the Ancient Warden! I launched another Warden Boom attack towards the golem. He dodged it, but because of this, my attack hit the last pool, filling the heart. Because of this, the heart shrunk down to size and fell to the floor.
Well, Fozo, you have proven to me your dedication. Please, take your reward.
I ran up and grabbed it, causing me to grow even stronger. I gained 5 more hearts, and now I could summon sonic spikes from the ground that blinded my enemy. Awesome! On days 64 to 68, I used the Grand Warden's item to make another portal out of the Nether. But when I appeared in the overworld, everything around me was corrupted by cosmic energy. Oh no.
There you are.
Slamming down into the area was the cosmic beast. How did you find me?
After you made a fool of me, we paid your little ancient city a visit. Your people are ours, and they told us exactly where you went.
No! The beast barreled towards me to attack. We clashed as our massive forms began to brawl. We started to trade blows, as I could tell he was attacking with pure rage. His claws launched me back, taking me down to just a few hearts. Ah!
No Grand Warden to save you now.
You're right, but I'm doing this for him and all of the Wardens. I leapt forward and used my new ability to cut down the cosmic beast in one final attack. Yes! Now, I have to hurry home. On days 69 to 72, I returned back to my base to see that everything was destroyed. I didn't see a single soul left in the whole city. All of the wardens, everyone gone. Hello?
Fozo, over here!
I ran over and saw that Phil was alive, standing in front of his guard tower. Phil, I'm sorry I wasn't...
No, it's my fault. I let everyone down. You wardens are here to protect everybody, and I just wanted to protect you all. And I couldn't even do that.
You can't blame yourself. The cosmic forces are way too strong now. And that's why I need to find the last ancient piece. Only then can we save everyone.
The last piece? I remember talking to the Grand Warden about it a while back. He said something about a Warden Catacombs?
Warden Catacombs?
Yeah, and I think I know exactly where it is.
On days 73 to 74, I went with Phil as we ran through the cosmic corrupted overworld until we found it. The Warden Catacombs entrance.
Yup, this is it. The Grand Warden had a lot to say about this place. But, I guess he never said how to open it.
Yeah, I wish he was here to tell us now. Suddenly, a huge bat flew down from the ceiling and stuck me back.
You won't be getting in there. This is my home. All mine.
Hey, stay away from him.
Phil ran in to attack, but was swatted away. We began to battle as the bat would leap around, digging their claws into me. I fought off with my abilities, but they would also cast out shadowy darkness that blinded me. Ah!
Now, time to feed!
Just then, Phil ran right in front of me. Phil, wait!
I said stay away!
He screamed out and transformed into a much stronger knight. He now had a much larger cleaver to fight with, and even his armor improved.
Ha!
He swung with one attack of his new weapon and sent the huge bat flying back, slamming into the catacombs entrance.
Not fair. I'm getting out of here.
The bat scurried out of the area, but as they did, Phil's hit had caused the entrance to break open. Yeah, go Phil. On days 75 to 80, the two of us entered into the catacombs and saw that the hallways were lined with tombs of wardens. We made it to a final room where resting in the center was an even larger tomb.
So, now what?
Just then, raising out of the tomb was the spirit of the Grand Warden.
You finally made it, my boy.
I don't understand. How is this possible?
I know you must be confused, but no, I'm so proud of the dedication you have shown throughout this journey. Soon you will be strong enough to face the Cosmic Dragon with the power of the final Warden piece, and it lies here.
And where is here exactly?
Look around you, Fozo. The ancient soul is the souls of all wardens that came before, and now they must become one with you.
What? In a bright flash, I was teleported into a shadowy arena with only me and the spirit of the Grand Warden. That was until an armor of spiritual wardens appeared all around us. On days 81 to 85, all of the spirits of the past wardens started to move closer to me.
Withstand their onslaught, and they will accept you.
Multiple of them charged in and began to attack. They looked so frail and old, but their attacks packed a punch. Attack after attack, they hit me as I was trying to swing back at them and defend myself. Some of them were knocked back, but more just kept coming.
Hold your ground, Fozo.
Hold my ground? That's right. I need to let them become one with me. I stood and let the spirits rush through me as I felt them merge inside. Wow, that felt weird.
Now the last test, me.
The Grand Warden rushed into attack. His attacks were so strong, and it felt so weird fighting him. But I knew what this was for. Ha! He then rushed forward and was about to crush me, but I quickly dug under the arena and was able to leap up and strike the Grand Warden spirit from behind. Then, in one final blow, he was knocked back and looked at me proudly.
You have done well, my boy. Now lead them well.
His spirit merged into me as well. And because of this, I felt all of the ancient souls empower me. I gained 10 more hearts and was now the most powerful warden ever. I did it! On days 86 to 90, I was making my way back to base with Phil when we heard shouting up ahead.
Get back in your cage!
I looked out and saw that the Cosmic Dragon and his forces were putting everyone in sight in cages, and those who resisted died. No!
Be quiet! You are all a waste of my time! That ancient warden is hiding like a coward! I'll take this world for myself, whether he likes it or not. Where are you now, ancient warden?
I need to stop him!
But first, we need backup. We have to see if there's anyone left at home.
You're right, Phil. We need all of the help we can get. Let's go rally the troops. On days 91 to 94, I made it safely back to base with Phil as he found and gathered up all of the scared warden spiders. Thank goodness you guys are okay. All right, everyone. It's time we fight that cosmic army.
I'm sorry, Fozo. I just don't think that we can do this. You have kept us safe so far, but look around. They destroyed the entire base. We can't stop them.
No, guys, we can. Together. Then, in a huge burst of blue light, the ancient creator appeared in the middle of us all.
Your warden leader is right.
Creator?
I will stand with you in this fight, Fozo. The Cosmic Dragon must be stopped.
Here, here!
You're right. Here, here!
All the warden spiders were now motivated with hope and started to cheer. It's time to end this. On days 95 to 99, we all made it to the massive cosmic empire together. The path forward was filled with more minions than ever, and up on his high throne was the Cosmic Dragon.
How pathetic. You brought all your little friends to fight with you. Go, my cosmic forces, and devour Devour them!
His cosmic forces started to pour in from everywhere and rush towards us.
Charge!
Phil ran in and led a group of Warden spiders to battle. He would cut down each minion with heavy blows from his cleaver, and I watched as the ancient creator fought groups of them alone.
Go, Fozo! Face the cosmic dragon and show him the power of the ancients!
I'm on it! I dug down into the ground and made my way to the top of the structure. On day 100, I erupted from the ground in front of the cosmic dragon.
So, you really believe that you can stop me?
Yes, and I'm going to, right here, right now.
You fool! I've destroyed every other ancient being. What's one more?
We began to fight as his massive form came lumbering towards me. I was so much stronger now, so I wasn't scared. I would blast him with my Warden boom and used every opportunity to try and blind him with my leaping attack. The dragon roared into the air, and it felt like the gravity of the entire galaxy was holding me down. I can't move. He then struck me with his claws, and I was so low on hearts. No!
Once I get rid of you, I'll have control of this entire reality, and I can reshape it to my liking. So long, ancient Warden.
The dragon came in to strike one last time, but I dug down just in time to dodge. I then appeared behind him, placing him between me and the edge of his empire. You know, I won't let you do that. This is for all of the ancient beings and all Warden kind. I fought back against the dragon, hitting harder than I ever had before. I used all of my new abilities whenever I could, and could tell that the cosmic dragon was starting to get overwhelmed by my upgrades.
No! Impossible! How?
With one final hit, I took the cosmic dragon down. I did it! The cosmic forces were defeated, and this reality could finally live in peace.